Side tries to ruin it. I can sing that. Hi everybody, welcome to today. I am your humble host, Gavin the Kitty, and we are playing Sonic Frontiers. And with me today is...
Me.
I have a lot of things to say about this game. I have a lot of opinions here, and I'm not sure everyone's gonna like me for all of them, but I like this game, guys. Also, I think
we'll show you.
Also, I think my capture card just crashed. Cool.
Ruh-roh. Is it time to reboot?
I might have to... There we go.
Welcome to the stream. Technical difficulties. You know the drill, folks.
That doesn't happen often, so that's a first. Hello, Dinosaur Fan 21, and I am Destruction. Welcome. Kane's not shit. Yay! Exactly. Let's. I'm gonna try not to curse. But let's go for a new game. Today we are doing hard mode. We are not touching easy or normal. We're jumping right into it, and I'm going with a high speed style because that's my gameplay, baby.
Oh boy. What's the difference between action and high speed?
One is more focused for the combat. The other one is for just going fast. Basically,
sounds about right.
Action style is like, if you're new to Sonic and you're not used to this speed, go play that action style, because you'll have a much better time.
Oh my god, it's Jim Carrey.
I know, right?
In a Sonic game? What? Revolutionary. So hello, Skylar. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome everybody. For everybody who's just now joining us, please drop a like and subscribe. I'm gonna be finishing Frontiers all the way through, and if I can, 100%.
We can 100% this. I'm in it for 100%, depending on... I mean, probably, like, whatever is, like, the 99% will be ridiculous, but, you know.
Yeah.
I'm in it.
We're in it to win it. Oh, wow, everybody's going crazy.
It's all coming online.
So, hello, Xavier, Joran.
So, Artie, all of these cutscenes, you know how they look like Unleashed? And all of it's really pretty pre-rendered cutscenes?
Yes.
This is in engine.
Executing protective initiative.
This is in engine. I can't. They got the cutscenes that are in game to look this good. Brain hurty.
Like, this is looking nice so far.
Hello Xavier and all of them. Oh boy. Right where the comic left off, Sonic on.
God, it's Tails.
Coming up, Starfall Islands.
Did I tell you about the Tails statue yet? Have I done that on stream yet?
No, you haven't.
I'll tell it after the intro cutscene for everybody watching. I'm Destruction says, I wish the limp sync was good. Sometimes they don't move at all.
It's okay.
Oops.
I'm gonna give them a pass on that because usually it's focused on the gameplay side of things, and my eyes wander all over the place. So for me personally, I have no qualms with it. I don't mind. Sometimes the mouths don't move in the in-game section areas. Who cares? The voice acting is good enough to carry it.
Andre the Kangaroo says, hey Gavin. Hello Andre, welcome.
Hello.
Also, congrats on your subscriber goal, Skylar.
Congratulations to that. We're almost...
Blaster says, nah, Sonic game made a slight mistake, so it's immediately as bad as Sonic 06. Thank you, game journalists. Ooh, this is pretty.
Darn straight, this is pretty. This is the boost section, and it is the first stage of the game. This is a special stage meant to trap Sonic. The special stages are out for revenge, and they ain't stopping.
Okay.
Now, there are goals in each one of these. There are goals in each one of these that will give us vault keys, but I'll get to what they do in a little bit. How is audio, by the way? I did not do any audio balancing beforehand. I assumed it was alright. That might have been my mistake.
I'm not hearing any complaints, so I guess it's alright. Versington says, hey Gavin, and Tyler says, hey, what's up?
Sup?
Skylar says they gotta go, but we'll see you next stream. Well, thanks for stopping by, Skylar. Always glad to have you.
Alright, I'm just gonna do a quick double check here. Yeah, we're looking good. So, we have to reach the goal, clear with an S rank time, clear with 150 rings, and find all the red star rings. We can come back to this, and will come back to this, eventually. But let's leave cyberspace and continue the story.
Let's keep rolling, man.
Mm-hmm.
Or keep running, should I say.
Oh boy, Poltergeist goes...
the Otter says, hey Gavin, hello, and Azul says, bonjour, welcome.
New Sonic game is my frightening and spookiness. Poltergeist Ghost, that sounds about right. This game is a little spooky. Bonjour, Azul.
So, hello, Ronnie the Panther, who just joined us.
I Am Destruction.
A blaster.
Ooh, I want to answer something for I Am Destruction here that says about trying a little harder. This is Sonic Team trying their darndest. They haven't had a big budget beforehand, and they've been trying to make themselves feel like they're in the big leagues since forever. So the fact that this comes even close is beautiful.
You have escaped cyberspace.
Say compared to, like, it definitely, there's room for stuff, but considering how some other recent Sonic games have been, I think so far I'm feeling pretty solid about this one. We escaped cyberspace. Oh my god, does Sonic have to fight the hacker?
Oh boy.
Please tell me somebody else knows what I'm referencing. I'm not that old.
No, you're not, but I'm sorry, I don't. Wait, no, I do. Cyber Chase. God, I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Brain go think. My two brain cells are fried from this game. It's so good.
Also, hello, Dimitri, Casey, Tristan, and Juno. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
Happy Sonic/Election Day, everybody.
Yeah. So let's start with this game. Sonic is slightly more exhausted. I pre-ordered, so we have a little bit of skill points to start out with. These will allow you to go and retry that stage, but you don't need to play through any of those boost stages to get the Chaos Emeralds. There are other methods.
Nice. McBurn Blaster says, "Where's the Scooby-Doo Phantom Virus or whatever?" They're in cyberspace. Jokes.
So we're gonna have a lot of puzzles and a lot of little things that'll make this game interesting. We don't have the Psy-Loop yet, but we soon will. Not to worry. This cat knows what's up, and I hope everybody's having a lovely day. I am having a good one myself. Artie, how are you doing today?
I'm doing alright, and as Mecha Burna Blaster mentioned in the chat earlier, it is their birthday, and this is their present, is getting to watch the Sonic stream.
Happy birthday, bud!
Yeah! Also, hello, January, Gary, 0, and February. Also, Brooklyn says it's on the Raise the Roof. The whole gang is coming to your channel. Oh boy, we got a party coming.
You guys better all drop some likes then, because Sonic Frontiers is real hype and real good.
Hell yeah.
So, this is the Sonic Simulator. This is a training area where it will continue to do training. You can enter it by any means by heading down, and for me, it'll happen in between cutscenes, in between loading screens, I mean. We've got fairly good audio balancing here. Those that I'm picking up right there are EXP. They'll help us learn new moves for attacking. And I want to get into the controls here, but there's so much to talk about just already, so...
The water graphics for that ocean look very nice.
Oh, this gets even more beautiful when it's not raining.
Ooh.
So,
Destruction says 60 FPS versus 4K. I want to go fast.
Yeah, I believe right now I'm running this at the 60. I don't know if my capture card's picking it up, but I'm trying. So Artie, what have you heard about this game?
Only things you have told me. I've gone in pretty blind. Basically, I feel like I watched a trailer that came out 2 months ago. Looked cool. I'm like, I don't want to know more. I want to just see the game when it comes out and see what happens. And so far, I'm really impressed with how nice it looks.
It feels wonderful. So let me get into something that's going to annoy Sonic fans, and this is Sonic fan banter, and it's okay if you guys zone out for a second here. So momentum, right? Momentum's a big thing in Sonic, especially the classic games. There is no ground momentum unless you are boosting. And even then, the minute you let go, Sonic will just hold the stance of the boost instead of, continuing forward. However, if you jump into the air, hit a boost, you have momentum in the air.
Interesting.
So if I let go of that boost, I can, hold that air momentum. So all of the momentum in this game is going to be based in the air. So if I can do a drop dash and then jump off of a ramp and hold a boost into the air like this, I can then continually travel. And Sonic gets faster throughout this game. So eventually that air momentum can really help you with a lot of stuff. It also helps with the air control. And I'm going to say this much, this is probably one of the tightest controlling Sonics. I think he feels even better than Unleashed.
Alright, so real quick, got some chats, but first, I Am Destruction asks, you get momentum with the drop dash, no?
A little bit. As you can see, I didn't hold forward there. You do have to tap the X button 3 times into the air. I am playing this on PS5, so bear with it on that. I don't know how this runs on PS4, and I'm not going to find out, because I'm probably only ever going to play the PS5 version of this game. Sorry, folks, if you were expecting me to go low rent on this one.
Alright, so also in chat, hello, Stan the Woozle. They say, yay, Sonic game is finally here.
Yes.
Rue the Rabbit says, hello.
Hi, Rue.
Blaster says, -7 out of 10. Sonic was never the Dark Souls of too much water. Proper game review, thank you.
Oh, that's something else I should mention. The writing for this game, it's no longer joking. It's no longer constant jokes.
Okay.
It's
So
fun.
you're telling me my beloved Himbo Knuckles is gone?
Your beloved Himbo Knuckles is back to being a solid rival for Sonic with a friend. It's a friendly rivalry. He's still got a little bit of that goofiness, but he's not. Ooh, another duck!
Okay.
Boom.
This boss here really looks like, if anyone's seen the movie The Mitchells vs. the Machines, this really looks like the high-tech machines.
It does.
It really looks like that. Also, hello, Azara, Jeffel, and Jethro. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome. Also, yeah, we'll see Knuckles later, but there's a lot going on here, and there's a lot of mystery and intrigue, and I still haven't quite pieced it all together.
I think part of the appeal of like doing a game on release and going in kind of blind is not really knowing what's going on and like figuring it out figuring it out as you go along and then learning more with it. Mech Burner Blaster says negative game review approved. Thank you, Knuckles meme.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so I know everyone was like, oh no, they can't do a Sonic open world game, but like, how do you feel this actually plays compared to those critiques people had?
Like I said, this is the best controlling, feeling, and looking Sonic game that I have ever played, and that's even compared to stuff like Unleashed, where it was super polished there. Like,
yeah.
For reference, I have not found a glitch in this game. That says a lot when I say
wow.
I have not found a glitch. I'm good at breaking Sonic games. So if I haven't found any problems, there probably aren't gonna be that many problems.
Speaking of that, I Am Destruction still can't believe IGN gave 06 a 9.5. Hello, Sebastian and Verde and Vernon. The background says, "Hey gang, testing the new one. I see. And then man's like a quail. Hello, says hello there.
Hi.
McBurner Blaster says IGN has about as much taste as stale tofu.
So this is another thing about this game. Puzzles. We'll be encountering a lot of them. Some of them are actually kind of challenging. And you wouldn't think that stopping for a second to just take it in and do a puzzle is, like, conclusive to Sonic gameplay, but it actually feels kind of natural here. Not all the time. Not all the time. I do think they could have done a little better with it, but every puzzle I have played has given me a little bit of a challenge, and sometimes there are puzzles like this where they're like platforming challenges, or they're puzzles like that last one where it's literally just solve it.
Neat.
So. And now we have the skill tree. This is the psi loop. When I hold down triangle, I will use the psi loop. I move and it draws a line. If I go too far, it'll start to erase what I've come before. Or, like this early on in the game, just delete itself. However, if we can draw a complete loop all the way through, it'll do a context-sensitive action. Here, it's like wind kicks, and if I do it on the ground and just draw circles, I will get rings from the middle of nowhere.
Interesting.
So, I'll show that off. And they'll all just go right to Sonic. Sometimes there'll be more rings, other times there won't, but that levels up with your ring level. Down there in the bottom left-hand corner. All of those stats down there are important, and I'll get to them when we get to them.
Sounds good.
There are fast travel points, however, if you do all the challenges, there's actually one long rail that links back up from one end of the island all the way backwards, and it's...
That sounds pretty fun.
Oh, this is awesome.
That sounds pretty fun for fast travel.
Like, just look at it. Whew, and now I'm back to the start of the game. And all I gotta do... Boost. And that boost, our boost speed will change, by the way. It'll change as we go along. It'll get faster. So if Sonic doesn't seem very fast, that's just because he's not. You level up and get faster. Get fast, get good.
Get good.
For reference, let me go ahead and check my... Let me check the controls, because...
Go for it. While you're doing that, hello!
Okay, never mind.
Lapsington, Chandler, and Vincent. Tech Coyote says, how hard is it to predict Sonic's peace movement?
Sonic's peace move? Like, he feels fine. It's pretty easy, honestly. He does not feel bad to control at all. I struggle to find people who would say this is a bad controlling Sonic game. Honestly.
Owler says, that's amazing and wonderful. And then Mecha Burner Blaster says, okay, but it's a Sonic game released within the past 10 years. Why haven't we gone to Green Hill and the chemical plant yet?
I mean, we've seen Green Hill, but it's all Sonic's memories. All of the cyberspace levels pull directly from Sonic's memories, so... And the special stages are all just that, special stages.
Every time they say cyberspace, I can only hear the theme song for Cyber Chase in my head, and like, God, someone needs to edit that.
Oh boy. Well... So as you can see there's one path, there's another path with that boost pad. Or, if I wanted to, I could do a fancy trick here.
Do a flip.
That was my bad. that was not the game's fault. That was me. That was me being a dork. Gavin's bucking it up again.
Ruh-roh.
There we go. Or you could just go do that. This game feels very natural to play. I must say, this is my Sonic Adventure 3, even if it's not, you know, exactly Adventure 1. This is just what I want. I do want to go over the controls, though, because These controls are very different than what you might expect from a Sonic game. So, Artie, if I could ask you, what do you think a Sonic game like this would control like? Like what button placement would you probably think?
Oh, I've never actually I've only watched you play Sonic games.
I know. That's why I'm asking you, because I want to know what you would think, because you've never played. I would
guess special movement actions would be like the symbol keys, you know, like the X, the square, the Y, or whatever, depending on what controller you got. Movement is with the D-pad, not the. I suddenly don't know how to describe a video game controller. I feel like
how about I explain it real fast, because this is like a hybrid of everything that's come before, and I think it's pretty neat. So we have the boost still, but the boost is moved to the R2 button.
Oh, okay, so like the trigger buttons.
Well, just R2. Just R2. The jump is on the X, and the double jump is just hitting X again. We have the drop dash, which is hitting and holding the X a third time in the air. Oh, shoot. Okay. I'm gonna have to do this the right way. Dang it. Square button is the homing attack in the air. On the ground, if you want to do a stomp in the air, it's circle. If I hold down the circle, Sonic will do a bounce. 3 bounces in a row will do an attack. Sliding is just pressing circle while on the ground and moving. And then we get to the quick step functions, which is R1 and L1. Holding it down will do a guard. Releasing it will do a parry. Lightspeed dash, which we finally have back after we literally haven't had it since Sonic Colors, is on the left, clicking in L3, so the left stick. And it doesn't seem like that would throw me off, and it doesn't. It's really natural. It's really nice not having every button mapped to, like, the face buttons, because now I don't have to worry about if I don't have to worry about if I'm gonna accidentally homing attack or if I'm gonna boost. I can homing attack and boost.
Yeah, that sounds pretty overall solid.
Oh yeah. Hello, Dream Snatcher, Empathetic Empathy.
Score.
I'm gonna try again for that.
Go for it.
But yeah, this game controls wonderfully. I wouldn't... But by the way some fans were talking when this game was being first shown off, when they saw they didn't have momentum, a lot of fans immediately wrote off this game. What? It's not like Sonic Speed Simulator? But it doesn't matter, because it feels good.
You can only judge so much by, like, the promotional material, especially because a good number of times, it's always one of those, you know, in trailers, gameplay not finalized thing. Like, if you look, for my example, is when they first announced Legends Arceus, like, that this was going to be a game at all. It looked really rough. And then when they showed a trailer, like, 3 months later, it was a lot more polished. So it's hard, I feel like it's hard to judge a game just by the promo, the release trailer. You gotta really try it yourself. At least, unless it's something where someone's like, hey, this is glitched out, it's no good, you know. But I don't think, for this kind of thing, well, if it's a new gameplay mechanic, I don't think you can judge that until you really try it in the game.
Alright, so just like you're exactly right, by the way. But, just like that lady said, we have to get another portal gear to enter that stage. So, to do that...
We're fighting a tower?
We're fighting a tower.
Oh boy.
Now, talking about dodging, but... Guess what?
Yeah, do a dodge roll.
It's gonna try to avoid us now.
Sonic a powerful kicks and keeps going through, like, solid metal there. Backburner Blaster says, "Oh God, Sauron back from '06."
No one is back.
I'm Destruction says, "I wish there was more music. This Breath of the Wild music can be quote unquote unhype."
There's a lot of different music in this game. There's a lot of different genres in this game. There's techno, there's rock and roll, there's heavy metal. These calming pieces for this area, though, it's meant to be something. It's meant to show you this world is empty, it is lost, it is destroyed. That's why it's more somber. It's not quite as fist bumping. It's not like a city escape. But there are.
So we'll get more music as it goes on. It's not just kind of like.
It's not just this calming
neutral
piece.
Stuff.
Yeah.
The whole game. Okay.
We're about to hear one in the second special stage here, actually.
Also, hey, Fox and O.
Hello.
How's the game going?
The game's going great.
Having a good time over here.
If everybody could drop a like, that would be awesome, and subscribe if you haven't already. I know we're getting close to 500 subs.
As many times
Y'all can do it. We know you can.
Mm-hmm. As you can hear the voice here, it's telling us to return to cyberspace a ton, because I don't really know why, but I honestly don't even know who the voice is. And please don't spoil it.
We'll find out.
Please don't spoil it if you've played all the way through here and you think that you're being clever. I don't mind speculation. I just don't want spoilers.
Backburner Blaster says, "Okay, but is Metallic Madness Bad Future JP in this, since that's objectively the best music ever?"
I don't know about that, but yeah. So this is the training simulator that I was talking about. And we'll get better at this as we go on. Dodge.
Backburner Blaster asks, "Isn't that the Cult of the Lamb Eye when I was going to the tower thing?"
I don't know, I never played it. Oh, I'm just supposed to... Listen, the parry gets stranger the more I learn about it. I just have to hold the button down. I don't have to let go.
Sonic game to have a parry function, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna get good at it, don't worry. But now we have the Sky Sanctuary theme, and...
This is pretty too.
The music here is great, and...
So Mushu says, let me add a friend, or let me add him. And then I'm Destruction says, "I got the 5 hours in and I love the piece, but I had to listen to OG songs while rolling around at the speed of sound."
Okay, listen, this song is great. If you don't like this song, I don't know what to tell you, man.
I think they were talking about more of the somber music from the main island space.
I feel it, but I think you should do at least one playthrough where you don't do that, just to feel like the intention of this game.
Also, Empathetic Apathy says, "Hey Gavin, you're a lot louder than Aurora. It's hard to manage the volume to hear both of you without blowing out my ears. Is there a way you can balance the audio a bit more?"
Yes, I can. I've been asking, and I thought I was fine. I can definitely do that. Artie, can you go ahead and talk for a bit?
I am talking. So, Tessa the Fox says, "I'm studying 2-page contracts." Good for you, Tessa. Good luck studying if it's for a test. And then Fox No says, "The voice is find out next time in Sonic Frontier."
Alright, I think I figured out why I'm talking so much louder, and it's going to probably upset some people because they might not be able to hear the game. The game volume is really loud in my ears, and the way I capture the audio is it just comes through the capture card and plays on the desktop. So we should be
I guess we could tweak it a bit. Is this any better, folks? We're testing the audio, so I'm going to keep talking. I Am Destruction says, "Get S-Rank on Sky Sanctuary for all the fans, please."
I still haven't actually gotten an S rank on my personal file yet. The closest I've gotten is B rank. At like 1 minute and 18 milliseconds. I hope this is better. I'm so sorry if you can't hear the game. I have been trying. But...
I Am Destruction adds, "Yeah, Artie was right. I love the cyberspace and enemy tracks." Zenaku says, and they're playing all the songs, I'm collecting all of them and no sharing. And then Sebastian the Batwolf says, I'm the other contractor of mine are next. And Sonic's back. Still blue.
Also, I have a question for those who pre-ordered this game and did the little newsletter at the bottom of their website. Have you guys gotten the code for the soap shoes yet? Because I still haven't.
I would guess that there's so many things going out on release day, it might be slightly delayed.
I know, I just want to wear the soap shoes. Because you can change Sonic's outfit in this game, and I already have the
Sonic with drip?
Sonic with Adventurer's leather gloves and leather boots, and it's cute as heck, but I wanted to wear the soap shoes.
Oh.
I wanted to wear the rail grindy shoes.
Pathetic Apathy says, I think the game and Aurora is the same volume as before, pretty quiet, but Gavin also sounds the same as before, I can't quite tell. Okay. Any not to not take your opinion, but is anyone else also having audio issues with our voices?
I really, okay, I am slightly loud. Let me turn this down to about there. That should be better? Maybe? Now I'm not as... I turn myself down a little bit. And...
McBurnham Blaster asks, will the Sonic fanbase continue to be unnecessarily divided? Find out next time on Sonic Frontiers.
Honestly, most of the fanbase has been very positive about this game. When the reviews came out, we were happy. Because it got literally the same score as Sonic Adventure 2.
Nice.
Which is a huge achievement, especially when 3 of the major news outlets was like, the game's bad, I don't know what to tell you guys. And, like, people were mocking them. Because it's like, everybody else gave this game an 8. You gave it, like, a 2.
Bruh. I Am Destruction says, your voices are higher than the game, but IDK what you want to be captured. We're just trying to get it as balanced as possible.
We want our voices to be above the game, but the game to still be heard.
Yeah. Can everybody hear us and the game at reasonable levels?
If not, I'm so sorry. I'll try my best.
Goblin says, when Eggman kicked down the bucket, I will take over Sonic's world! Oh god, Green Goblin, don't do it!
Oh, you're great. We're almost at 20 likes already. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Skylar says, hey Gavin, I'm back.
Welcome back.
And yeah. McBurnham Blaster says, Sega should just do what FromSoft did with Elden Ring and just not invite game journalists. Damn. Bold move.
Honestly, I feel like that might be the plan. That might be an actually good move. I'm not even kidding. Because some of these game journalists are... To quote the IGN, the Sonic was never good thing, that one was a very quick rile to know that they just don't like this character. It's like the G4 and them hating Mega Man. Like, G4 hates Mega Man. So when they announced G4 was coming back, I was like, oh, cool, G4. No. Never. Please never again.
Vernon the Fruit Bat says, I'm still always eating fruits, and Empathetic Apathy says, I'm questioning my own ability to perceive the sound since no one else is saying anything, so I will be quiet about the sound. That's alright. Again, we appreciate the feedback, because we can't really fully tell on our ends, because we're not watching our own stream.
I mean, we can get...
But if there is an issue, feel free to be like, you guys are all messed up, like,
yeah. So here
Dark Accelerate asks, my question is, who's really the fastest, me or Sonic when it comes to the contracts race? I don't know. As long as the Omnitrix doesn't time out, I don't know. It would depend.
I'm not sure.
Skylar says, Gavin, I had a situation with the chat from Stormy Floof stream. Why is there so many people? Gavin, please make me a mod.
No,
well, there's just people talking today.
There's people talking.
Not a problem.
We're talking about
there's
a big
people.
game. Yeah. No, this is calming. This is when I have the chat go and instead do a slow-mo chat, it's a little bit easier to manage, and today's just a lot of opinions. A lot of people want to talk.
Yeah. And I'm here too to help manage. So, you know, that's if there's a lot of people and no one else is there to admin, that could be an issue, but there's us and
yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
McBurnham Blaster says, not just a normal race, but a special race to see who's the fastest. Speed Racer.
So, I am going to go ahead and use up some of my skill tree points because I want some of these moves. The Phantom Rush.
What's that do?
When the combo meter is maxed out, Phantom Rush will begin, and I'll just start being, resulting in attacks being 1.2 times more powerful. I'll also be hitting a lot faster. And then the other one I want is Air Tricks, because that helps me get more...
You called Sonic Boom.
Sonic Boom. This is the leg kick move that we've been seeing a whole bunch. It's kind of like Guile Sonic Boom, and I think it's pretty cool.
Does it turn Sonic into a himbo?
Alright.
Empathetic Apathy says, you built up so many skill points, you hoarder. Skylar says, for Christmas they're hoping they can get their own Discord.
Discord's free.
Yeah. Nathaniel, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, and I don't want to butcher it, so apologies. And they say, the weirdest thing to brag in the whole world, bruh, I unlocked something in Sonic 1 Forever by modding the level layout.
Yeah, that is a really weird brag. So, you may have noticed we've been picking up these little dudes called the Cocos. They are kind of like Chow. They're absolutely adorable. If you've seen the Knuckles short, you may have noticed that one of them picked up a mask of theirs. We're gonna find out something kind of creepy about these little dudes. And if you remember Sonic Adventure 1 with Chaos and what Chow turned into, you're gonna freak out here, man. You're just gonna freak out when you see it. But beforehand, let's go ahead and use up some of our hearts that we've been collecting around the world.
I'm Destruction asks, is the Grand Slam move a reference to the Sonic 06 dub?
Maybe, I don't know. Probably not, honestly.
The Grand Slam Witch.
The voice acting here is great, by the way. This is why I want you guys to be able to hear it, but I'm really worried that you might not be able to. So Amy is...
Talk to Amy, what a quest. What a heavy burden Sonic is laden with.
Listen, she can't even see us in that thing. She's freaking out.
She's like, who can I sim for? I can't see anybody.
No.
Me? You're the one who's only half here.
I feel fine.
Skylar, we're gonna read the chat out after the cutscene.
I've been infused with weird zappy stuff before. Besides, I feel like it gave me some kind of...
Amy has a slight change of character in this game.
Well, in that case, we need to get moving.
You think good or bad?
Good.
I'm sure Tails
Okay.
does too.
Also, they reference something here.
I'll scout around and find you later. Deal?
Deal. Be careful.
Careful? Where's the fun in that?
We're gonna get a
Sonic
lot.
just leaves.
So, with us stopping Amy, some of that energy went in. Some of that energy went into Sonic, and now we have a new technique.
Ooh.
We can check our techniques at any time by hitting start. Press triangle and circle when when the prompt appears. That prompt will appear when we counter.
All right, chat reading time. Nathaniel says, bruh, Sonic, stop picking up millions of dogs whose name is Coco. Tyler says,
Corona.
in terms of the Discord, my parents restricted Discord, Twitter, Instagram, and Omegle, and my parents are strict even though I'm a grown boy. That's a bummer, but some of those websites, I can understand Omegle restrictions. That website gets messy.
That website gets bad fast.
McBurney Blaster goes, in quotes, oh yeah, this is happening. And Foxno says, I heard Tails is pretty good in this game.
I have not seen Tails yet. Please don't spoil me. Thank you.
Wait, okay, I can tell my Tails story now that we're not in the opening cutscene. So, a couple weekends ago, I guess 2 at this point, I was at Furpocalypse, and there was this vendor that I've seen in some of the other, like, New England furry cons who sells, like, video games and usually, like, older stuff. And they're a nice group. Years ago, I want to say, like, 2017, they had 3D printed Vladimir Putin's head on a Bulbasaur. They're a good group. But at their table at this con a couple weekends ago, they had a sign that says, for sale. And it was this picture of a Tails statue. And I'm like, what do you mean for sale? They're like, yeah, so that's an actual, like, 3 foot tall Tails figure statue from like classic Tails from like the early Sonic. And I'm like, all right, how much are you asking for Tails? They're like $2,000.
Oh, cray.
Like, look, it's a big statue. I'll have to send you the picture. But it was a big guy. They're like at least 3 feet tall, and they're like, we can only do local pickup because we can't ship this thing. It's so big. And it was heavily tempting, but unfortunately, I can't just spend $2,000 on an antique tail statue. Unfortunately, but it was quite a sight to see.
That is awesome. Also, yeah, that big thing has noticed. We're gonna have to attack it.
Oh boy. Nathaniel says, at Skylar, maybe your parents don't want you to get into cancel culture. Woof.
Honestly, that can be understandable. It can be kind of dangerous, honestly.
Yeah, certain websites, like when you're younger, I don't know everybody's age, you guys don't have to tell me, but like certain websites, I definitely, like Omegle, like don't go on there if you're not 18 at least, please.
Or,
like,
or if you're not expecting something terrible. Like, if you're...
Yeah, Omegle's messy.
Alright.
The rest of them, it's hit or miss, but Omegle's a mess. And Mech Burner Blaster asks, how is Amy characterized better in this?
So they start to reference a lot more of the older stuff. So, like, that she's into tarot cards, and that she does fortune... Yeah, that's how she met Sonic. She did a tarot reading that she could meet her favorite person in the whole world, Sonic, if she went to Little Planet. And she went to Little Planet, and then got kidnapped.
Oh no. Wow, I didn't realize, like, Amy had actual, like...
Yeah, no, Amy...
more behind her besides being, like, a silly female character.
No,
quote unquote.
The character was an actual character. The problem was that when we have writing that just categorizes her as a fangirl, maybe, you know, work on it a little bit. And here she's a fangirl, but there's a scene that happens a little later on, and it really does bring it full circle. And I kind of want to spoil it, because I want to talk about it, but I know that I have to wait.
You must wait.
I must wait, because if I don't wait, then there's no build-up, and you guys are just going to question me.
It's no use.
You're going to question me to heck and back.
Buster says, Amy knows the stand users. And then Nathaniel says, did Tails finally found it? And then they say, reference to how Silver said Tails lost it in Sonic Forces.
I don't know. I haven't seen Tails yet. Please don't spoil anything if you know. So this is one of the first Titans that we're going to be fighting in the game. We're going to fight one later on that's even stronger, and you're going to see how it's stronger.
This is the quote-unquote training area. I'm sure it only goes up from here.
Oh, this isn't the training area. We have been unleashed into the open area now.
Oh, okay. Well, and some of them I thought it said like a training area thing I saw on screen, but I might be reading it wrong.
That's that white void that happens when I'm in a...
Okay. Got you.
Okay. That's something else that I should probably mention. Sonic jumping counts as an attack again. So it actually will do like a Badnik bounce. I can do tricks from Adventure 2 again, which is pretty nice.
And then Mech Burner Blaster asks, Titan from Megamind? Is that who you're fighting?
No. I appreciate...
This just feels like such a large enemy that it feels daunting, even though it's like early, or quote-unquote early game. It's just...
It's meant to be daunting. He's actually kind of tough to fight. As you can see, it does not want me to... It doesn't want me to climb on it. Like, it's actively throwing electric balls at me and being like, nah, you're not doing that trick again. I saw what you did last time. I'm gonna go ahead and get some more rings here. Hopefully not get squashed.
Says Shadow of the Colossus. Sonic.
Ha! Sonic reference. I get it.
Woo.
I understood.
I know the chat keeps talking about Tails, but I don't know what is and isn't spoiler, so I'm just not gonna read things. Because I'm so out of the know with this game, I don't want to accidentally spoil anything, but...
Right now, we've only found Amy. Tails is on another island, and so is Knuckles, and we haven't reached either of them yet. Our goal right now is rescue Amy, because she's like a digital ghost thing.
Ghost in the Machine?
And...
Is she Scarlett Johansson?
No. Let me show off something really cool about this game. So my ring count up there says 400. When I get...
to 420.
When I get at 400, we get a power boost. And now,
Ooh.
when I boost, there's a trail of lightning around me. That trail of lightning damages enemies.
Ooh.
Also, I move a lot faster when I'm in that state.
Boost in the juice. Also, Foxnell corrects me, it's Ghost in the Shell. Yes, thank you, that's what I was trying to reference. And then I'm Destruction says 420, then Silver shows up. It's no use.
I don't believe Silver's in this game.
Surprise. Then who's gonna tell me what is and isn't use?
How
am I supposed to know these things, Gavin?
You'll have to wait 200 years for Silver to be born, and then he can tell you what is and isn't use.
We gotta go back to the future.
Alright.
Burn Blaster says, he's doing the thing he did in the movie! Whoa! You think the Sonic movie is based off the Sonic games?
Huh?
What?
Whoa, maybe. That's wild. Artie, who told you such a thing?
The chat.
Damn. Well, you can't believe everything you read.
Daniel says, not a spoiler, just a joke. In a thumbnail of a spoiler for the game, it looks like Super Sonic flying towards Heavy King from Sonic Mania. Oh wait, it's just Sonic Mania.
I know what you're talking about, and you mean the from the one trailer thing. That's the first area of the game. That's not even a spoiler. Like, everything we saw in trailers was from the first 3 areas, and we didn't see very much of the 3rd or 2nd area.
I appreciate game trailers that don't spoil everything.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. Even just movie trailers too, because I've noticed a recent trend in movies. Some movie trailers are just like, we're gonna spoil everything. So I've had to stop watching a good deal of movie trailers because so many just give away like important stuff. I'm like, no.
We don't want to
leave the people with like an air of mystery to get them engaged, you know? You feel?
Oh, this game has so much mystery. I couldn't help myself from playing it last night. And then when I realized that everything I saw in trailers was just the first area, I was like, oh.
That's exciting.
There's so much more here we haven't seen. I'm excited now. And I have good reason to be excited, because, like, look at this boost. Look at me go.
Boost from the juice.
So those lights off in the distance are showing me that where the Chaos Emeralds are at.
Oh my god, it's a Pokemon raid den. You fool.
Maybe.
Alright, in chat, McBurnham Blaster says, I want Infinite to show up and all he does is floss, trying way too hard to be edgy.
Infinite's dead.
Oh.
Lore-wise, Infinite actually died.
I Am Destruction says, I hope the movies motivate Sega to do better.
This game is...
like the movies have just, like, gotten more people interested in Sonic.
Listen,
in some cases.
This game is top tier. I cannot... If you're saying Sega do better, Sega already had. Ooh. It's almost like maybe they listened. What?
Daniel says, wait, but I starts up Sonic 2 on my Sega Genesis. You're mine. And then Mecha Burn and Blaster says, Sonic forces you to commit crime. Beat game, do cry, be fast. Wah.
Okay. So as we are running through here, so all the Cocos, you notice how we've been collecting them. It said take them to the Elder Coco. Fun fact: the more you get, if you stand still. Let's see. There they are.
Oh my god.
They all show up. And they do their
Little
little...
babies.
Yeah, and Sonic has a little idle animation here in a little bit. There he is. Look! Sonic has an idle animation! Unlike Forces!
Ooh.
In Forces, he doesn't even blink. Scary! It's a budget title that couldn't compete with the other game. Momentum!
Nathaniel says, "Oh, I thought they were brown dogs, not stone creatures."
Oh, they're little stone creatures.
It's a stone, Sonic. It's a stone, Nathaniel, not a dog.
It's a stone, Nathaniel. You didn't make it.
The stone, Sonic. McBurney Blaster says, "Sonic forces devs to crunch." There's so many of them. They're just little friends.
Boost along the rail. Huh. Oh, that's wild.
What? Oh my god.
No, I hadn't been... On my original playthrough, I got thrown. Also, yes, there are even more. The more you collect, the more they show up.
Oh my god. Foxino says, "I heard Sonic's idle animations change later."
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Karmacast, how's the gaming?
Amazing. This is just a good stream. Good stream. Artie, I hope you don't mind if we go a little long today, just to...
I expected this to go long, my friend.
Oh, good. Thank you.
I was like, alright, it's Sonic release day. I expect I'm gonna be here for a little while.
You're gonna hear me gush a lot. Like, this game just impresses me. It impresses me oh so much.
Nathaniel says, "Did you know people were complaining that Sonic in Frontiers had his Forces model? But no one complained that if you had the DLC for Origins, the main menu Sonic had his Forces model too." I think there's sometimes, honestly, reusing models is just to kind of make it easier on the developers.
Yeah.
I know in some cases it's not always, but sometimes it's just, it just makes things easier.
Listen,
Especially,
listen, it might be the Forces model, but the texturing here changes between each world based on the environment. As you can see, he's a lot softer here. He looks really kind of fluffy. And in the next world, where it's all sandy, he'll have a little bit of sand and dust all over him.
I'm sorry, the little dudes keep showing up.
I know.
How are they so fast?
We're gonna find out why. You know the Kokiri in Breath of the Wild? How they're just little...
No, I don't. I've never played a Zelda game. We talked about this last week.
Oh, right. Sorry. We got somebody new in the chat.
So, yes, hello, Opium 2900. Welcome.
Well, they're both based on the same, myth and legend of little forest protectors and forest guardians.
Oh, I love that.
And the thing about the Kokiri and the Kokos... or at least from what I've seen of the Kokos, they don't seem to be fully alive. I know it looks opposite to that, but it doesn't really, Well, you'll see.
Alright, we'll see.
We'll see, because my brain's like... Oh, damn it.
Flowers.
I gotta beat the wheel. Alright, then he gets angry. And he's like... Oh. And then he beats...
says...
beats
Oh, I
me.
know this game. My big brother has it.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you know if they've been liking it?
Yeah, this game's good. It just came out, and I am having me some funs. Public opinion thus far, this game's been getting 8s across the board, other than 3 reviewers who didn't like it. One of them gave it a fair shot and gave it a 6. That's fair. That's fair.
That's not terrible if that's got a valid complaint to it.
It had a valid complaint to it. The other 2 was a 1 star out of 5, because that was the lowest ranking they could give. And they even said, "This game makes Sonic lose his way." Dude, you said that for the last 6 games on your website. Do better as a reviewer. And then one person gave it a half a star out of 5.
Oh my god, why? What was their complaint?
Essentially they just didn't like it. They said, it's not for me, but somebody will like it. And I'm like, did you even play it?
I feel like sometimes people just do bad reviews for clickbait because they're like, "Oh my god, a scathing review! What does it say?" They probably get a whole lot of attention for just saying like shit.
People were making fun of them left, right, and sideways for it because it was like, "Oh, you gave the game a bad review." Even IGN gave this thing like an 8 out of 10. Like, come on now.
Dang.
When IGN is actually reviewing a game and gives it an 8. You're doing your job wrong when IGN's beating you. If IGN's the higher bar than you, you have lost, my friend.
Woof. Nathaniel says, "Bruh, it looks like the developers got the model of the map from Breath of the Wild and put it here."
No. No, it does not.
Man Tech. Jim Carrey was here?
Holy cow, Jim! And, this is my favorite part about this. All of these, they look very similar to stuff found in 06 and Unleashed. Like, all of Eggman's tech has a very nice, like, the outside rim up there looks kind of like something you'd maybe see in Sonic Colors, but under the hood, it's all, like, 06 and Unleashed.
I dig that.
It's
Asks, how far are you right now?
In my personal playthrough or in this? We just started in this. Like, this is still first island. On my personal playthrough, I'm only on the second island, and I'm... So let's go ahead and show you guys what the Cocos are used for. You bring the Cocos back over to the Elders. Oh, this guy does the seeds. Never mind. These are what the seeds do. They increase defense and attack. Stat.
Attack, kill, stab.
Yeah. So now we can take a couple more hits, keep on to more rings instead of, you know, all the rings going all at once. And we also have more attack stats, so we can do the punch.
Nice. Alright, let's read some chat. Xavier says, "On Friday I'm going to have a different account and you will see everyone comes to your channel. I might have new guests to watch a show, but it's a surprise. I'm not telling you the name." Well, we look forward to having you join us then. Then, let's see. Nathaniel says, "IGN. Sonic was never good. Also IGN. Sonic Pocket Adventure, 10 out of 10.
Yeah. That adds up. Yeah, because that makes perfect sense.
I think I'm Destruction mentioned earlier that Sonic 06 is like a 9.6 out of 10 from IGN.
Yeah, it does.
Nathaniel says, if classic Sonic spoke in Sonic Forces, Green Hills is looking a lot more like Sandopolis.
They reference Mystic Cave in this game. So
Foxno says they may pass out soon. We'll get some rest.
Get some sleep.
Yeah, rest is good. You can only go so fast if you're sleep deprived.
It's kind of why I've not been streaming, because I've needed time to rest.
McBurnham Blaster says, classic Sonic would say, "I thought you said our future was going to be great. Why didn't a human woman get romantically attracted to me, a hedgehog?"
Okay, can we not
speak about the 06?
Can we chill it with the 06 jokes? Just please.
Yeah, but they're fun.
I know they're fun, but listen, I don't feel like muddying the discourse of this game with 06 comments. If that makes any sense at all. This game's good, like, and some people are trying to compare it to 06, and it has
just no matter what, everything will eventually circle back to being compared to 06. Like, I feel like that's absolutely inevitable with any future Sonic anything.
Yeah, but here's the thing. We are so far removed from 06.
Oh, yeah. Oh, of course.
That, like, are the comparisons even valid anymore? This game doesn't feel anything like 06, doesn't look anything like 06, and it doesn't even sound anything like 06.
There's no even Silver.
No, there's no Shadow either. Shadow doesn't show up in this game.
No, Shadow, my beloved. Next you're gonna tell me there's no Rouge. Where am I supposed to get I'm gonna retract my joke ahead of time. But no!
I don't believe Rouge shows up in this game either.
Apathy says, "I know absolutely nothing about 06. Is it wrong that I always assumed it was a spy thriller because it reminded me of Bond Agent 007.
The title of the game is just Sonic the Hedgehog. We did an 8-part playthrough of it. It's a better game than it's given credit for, but it's still not great. And Frontiers here is nothing like 06. Doesn't feel anything like it, doesn't look anything like it, and I enjoy this. It puts a smile. I am trying to actively stop myself from smiling at the moment, and I can't.
Oh, it looks very nice. And I really like these weird, like, tech robots. I have no idea what they're supposed to actually be, but, like, it's a cool and intimidating design. It's sleek and...
Oh no, they're meant to be like little alien robot dudes. They're very different than anything Eggman's thrown at us.
Foxino says, directed at me, says, cowards say the joke. I was just gonna say Rouge has, you know... blank goth girl, you know.
Rouge has some badonkers. I see. I didn't know that. That's a weird factoid.
What? Since when?
Since when? Since when does the color talk?
Whoa. Empathetic apathy says, "Oh, you sound like a happy nerd." Woo! And Karma says, "Very happy cat."
Yee, incredibly, this game has put me into a very happy state lately. Playing it last, I can run in circles.
Spin. McBurner Blaster says, "Yeah, let's make fun of Sonic Forces more. Lay off Sonic 06."
Yeah, there we go. Do it! I actively will encourage you guys to make fun of Forces. I don't care. I don't care about that game. That game is bad, and that game was the last game that came out before this. It is relevant. So there you go. There's your game you can make fun of for the entire stream.
The unofficial chat rule is no more Sonic 06 jokes, only Sonic Forces jokes.
Yes. You're allowed one 06 joke, and then you have to do Sonic Forces jokes.
Are we still allowed to just say it's no use sometimes?
Yes,
I feel like
yes,
that one's its own. That's its own.
That's its own bucket of worms.
That's its own beast.
No, I'm okay with most jokes. It's just, I feel like if we just keep talking about 06, it's just gonna rile up some people, and then it's just gonna spiral out of control from there.
It's gonna spiral out of control. You turn into a little dragon.
So we found more hearts, so we give them to Amy, and then Amy gets mad.
Why is she so tiny? She looked like half your size before you interacted with her.
Cutscene!
Says in... Oh, cutscene. Okay, no chat reading.
I don't know, uncomfortable.
It's certainly unsettling, but it makes a big difference being able to at least talk to you. Before you freed me, I couldn't see or hear anything. It was like looking into a kaleidoscope that was always shifting. I couldn't tell if I was coming, going, or moving at all. I'd have gone crazy if you hadn't gotten me out.
You're tough. I know you'd have hung in there. Still, I'm glad I could get you out. And I'm not gonna stop until you're back to normal.
There you go, cutscene.
Nut.
Now we know what it's like to be inside one of those things. You can't move, you can't talk, it's like darkness. Your eyes are shut and you're stuck where you're at.
Empathetic Apathy says, "Oh yeah, that settles it. I can barely hear what the characters are saying at all. Does anyone have this problem?"
I just turned up the game.
Okay.
I literally turned up the game midway through the cutscene, so I'm really trying to audio balance here on the fly, but
McBurnham Blaster says, "You couldn't tell you were what, Amy?" And then they say, "Just like Cars' fate." And then McBurnham Blaster, I'm Destruction says in comment to the Forces, they say, "At least Forces was cheap?" Question mark.
Forces was a $40 game. I don't qualify that as cheap. This is a fully priced game, and it earns that. I mean, when I say I'm going to play for an hour to practice beforehand is to test to make sure it works and installed properly, and then I end up playing until 6 in the morning, I think you got a good game.
Dang.
I mean, there's not. I mean, like if I'm sitting there playing the game and I don't want to immediately turn it off, and then I'm going for way longer than I probably should, pretty good game.
Yeah. Empathetic apathy says, "You're all good, Gavin. Audio's a terrible thing. The bane of all videos." And Mech Burner Blaster says, "Woof, $40 for a 3-hour game."
I know, right? And then this game is a 60-hour game, $60 game that I paid $70 for because guess what? I wanted that deluxe edition.
Ooh, shiny. This looks very smooth on release. I'm so used to, like, most major
there's no
video
patch.
games that are, like...
There's no day one. There's no day one patch or anything.
That's why I'm I'm so used to most modern games you have day one patch, or just, it's so buggy the first couple days to week that it's rough. And this is so nice and smooth. I'm like, wow, this... It's sad that I'm so used to modern video games coming out broken that I'm genuinely surprised to see a functional game on release.
Honestly, I find it kind of funny. Because that's the state of the game industry right now. It's sad, but it's a little funny.
Yeah. It's kind of like, ha ha ha. Burner Blaster says, "Sonic forces you to play Green Hill again." And I'm Destruction says, "I'd rather Forces than Boom Wii U. Faster to put down." And then Mech Burner Blaster says, "But Boom has dubbed Dio." And also Himbo Knuckles. The origin isn't Boom the origin of the Himbo Knuckles era?
Yeah. It started actually slightly beforehand, but yeah.
I feel like they just made him really look Himbo-esque too, and that's what really, like, just sealed the deal. Karmic says, "A functional Sonic game on release? This must be a Christmas miracle!"
It's even more wild because there's no day one patch. It just works.
Yeah, when last year, my most comparisons Pokemon games, when Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl came out, if you did not download the day one patch, you just did not have a functional game. You basically had, like, an early beta. Like, not even a complete game if you didn't do day one patch.
Yeah. And I just find I find it really funny, right? Like, everybody's like, Sonic games are so glitchy and buggy and broken, and then this Sonic game comes out, and people were criticizing it at first, and then as more came out, people started to get real quiet about it and get more and more hyped.
Yeah.
And then it comes out, and it's as polished as a Nintendo game. Like, this has as much polish as Mario Galaxy in terms of, like, the level I'm seeing here. I'm so, especially, okay, to be fair, considering, not to draw it back to Sonic 06, but when we're playing that, like, this is just so functional this is literally day one of this game, and it's so functional. It's like, wow. Yeah, and it's not hard on the eyes. It looks
lovely.
Like this.
And I'm sure it's even better in person because I'm only seeing it through the stream.
It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous.
In chat, I'm Destruction says, "This works better than Modern Warfare 2, and that's just amazing." And Mech Burner Blaster follows up with, "Call of Duty was just never good."
Yeah.
That's fired.
I will agree with that. That is the one I will agree with. You can actually do the levels out of order, by the way.
Okay, so that really makes it more like open world.
Yeah,
so you can do at your own.
Each of these special stages, you can do them whenever, and you don't even have to touch them if you don't want to. It's nice.
Wow. Because that's what, again, not to circle back to Pokemon, but they're like, wow, the new one coming out is open world, but you still kind of have to do all the gyms in order. And I'm like, that's not really what that means.
Like, the last one of these ones that I've done was 1-2 or 1-3. This is 1-6, and we're just going for it.
Opium says, "Hey, I'm back. Just had to post a video, but I'm back now." Well, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hey, welcome, Carrot Smoking Pipe.png Revolta.
How
are you doing?
I would like to remind the chat that if we can get some subscriptions and people to share around the stream, that would be awesome.
Yeah. Ooh, I like the special attack animation there. That's fun.
That is the Phantom Rush.
Ah.
So, Let's all of the special stage though are based on Sonic's memories, so we're gonna get some really weird mashups. So this one is based on Generations.
Karmic says, like the video, dang it, or a gremlin goat will chase you home. Yeah. And then, Opium said, subscription, no worries, I got you, plus 1 sub for me. Well, thank you, Opium.
Thank you.
We're glad to have you sub.
Thank you so much. It means
you enjoy it. Stick around.
the one stage that I played a while back, like during my test run, ended up being City Escape from Sonic Adventure 2. And Sonic controlled just as well here as he did in SA2. If not a little better here. So the fact that this Sonic can not only do boost levels, but also more standard 3D Sonic stages, it says a lot about the controls here. Like, I can't stop gushing about them. Sonic just feels good to move. Like, I'm not having that weird stiff air jump problem anymore. I'm not having issues of, like, Sonic blasting off in random directions when I jump. Like, he just go. It's nice.
You just gotta go fast. Mecha Burn Blaster says Green Hill is looking more like Green Hill.
Oh, that background, by the way, that changes the mood of all of these stages.
Nice.
Like,
it looks really pretty.
It's so cool. Like I said, I can't help but gush about this. Just the amount of attention to detail here is amazing.
Yeah. I'm Destruction asks, so did Infinite die in a comic? In Forces, he kind of just goes, my planet needs me, and disappeared.
Yeah, that's
and
where he dies.
Blaster says he died of cringe.
When the giant, when the Phantom Ruby implodes on itself, he dies. Because he was still, like, grasping onto one or whatever. I don't know if it means anything, but he dies. That's where he dies.
McBurner Blaster says he legally changed his name to Not Weak so he can say, I'm not weak! Opium asks, so y'all got a Discord server? And that we do. If you are interested in joining that is a link in the description of this video. Feel free to join. Gavin puts out stream notices and we chat and hang there.
Yeah.
Feel free.
We've got sections for a little bit of everything, and it's kind of a nice spot. We also have a Twitter at GavinDragonYT, where you can get also stream alerts, but you can also see a lot more of my artwork there, because I do all of my own artwork for the streams. So, even the little animation, all of that is what I do. It's my work. It's my job. My job is entertaining people. Alright, now we have cutscene with Jim Carrey.
What? Oh my god, his mustache is so nicely rendered.
I know, right? Still in game, like I can't.
I appear to be
So
in a
pretty.
digital dimension. I've employed similar constructs in my own systems, but this is markedly more advanced. Note to self, don't admit that to anyone. The amount of data stored here defies quantification. But it
Guess who
won't stop
stepped
me from
on his
trying.
headphone cable and couldn't hear anything?
No, Ritro.
But Jim Carrey seems to have recognized whatever that is.
Ooh. Also, just quick for some folks that are just joining us for this, we do refer to Dr. Eggman as Jim Carrey because of movies, just to prevent any further confusion for new folks just joining us.
Sometimes I'll refer to him as Robotnik. Other times I'll just go straight for Eggman.
Yeah. Volta says they're doing good since their cat's starting to eat some food since he hadn't been eating, and they're feeling better. That's good.
Good.
Opium says they just joined the server. Well, thanks for joining. We'll see you there after stream.
Yeah, I've got sections for arts, memes, just random pictures, you know.
When I draw cursed images, woohoo. McBurnham Blaster says, Infinite could make illusions, but he couldn't make a good Sonic game.
Aww.
Shots fired.
No, the illusion was that Infinite thought that was a good Sonic game.
Damn.
I really don't like Forces, but you know what? This game is a masterclass in design, and I am really glad I get to say that about a Sonic game.
No, this is just looking very lovely.
Like, people were like, oh, it looks empty in the trailers, and I'm like, but Sonic moves fast, so more space to move. How is that?
And yeah, like I said, like, some of these trailers you can't judge because you're only seeing what they're showing you. You gotta, like, try it. And it makes sense why there's some space. Because if this was cluttered and he moved so fast, this would be awful.
If we
there
were...
would be too much stuff because he's going so fast.
If we were playing Breath of the Wild right now with this fast of a movement, Link would be tripping over everything. Link, what are you doing? I am dying.
Trip. I Am Destruction asks, didn't Forces use in-game cutscenes?
Most of them, yes, but none of them had movement, motion. It was generally people standing around, doing nothing. And, you know, the same, like, 5 character models over and over and over again, because why have an intensive character creator if you can only make 5 characters?
Because customization shakes fist.
If you haven't noticed, when we finish each one of these, it unlocks not only more of the map, it shows us more of the map on the screen, but it also unlocks rails and stuff that we can grind through. And we're going to find out a little later how that feels for Sonic every time he completes one of these little challenges. Even he's like, this is weird, I don't like this anymore.
Backburner Blaster says, we'll go in fast and hard from behind, Knuckles. What a quote.
That is a Knuckles quote, all right.
That's an inspirational quote if I've ever seen one.
Apparently we're too good for 70 views, because YouTube just took away a bunch of views.
Oh, how rude. How dareth.
Yeah. Time to get a Chaos Emerald.
Ooh. We're gonna go finally talk to Obama?
We're gonna finally use some of those Vault Keys. We use 3 Vault Keys, we get the red Chaos Emerald.
Ooh. I bought a Knuckles figure from Five Below and it had a green Chaos Emerald.
I thought about buying a Tails one because I had a purple Chaos Emerald, but I didn't feel like it. We already were spending too much money.
I got another Tails story. One time I was running errands with Mark, and we were in line at a this place called Ollie's Discount Outlet, which if you've never been into an Ollie's, those places are very cursed.
I love Ollie's because
they're great, but they're also there's something very cursed about them.
Oh yes, there are.
But so we're in line, we're waiting, and there's like 3 people ahead of us. All are trying to use coupons that like aren't working or something like that.
I guess that's one of the Titans.
And Mark pokes me, and I'm like, "What's up?" And he just hands me. And it's just like Knuckles and an orb, or not Knuckles, it's Tails and an orb. I'm like, Mark, what is this? He's like, it's Tails and an orb. And I'm like, all right, add to cart. The like other one thing I was buying, and so I just have this orb of Tails now.
Leave immediately.
Great.
Where'd you come from?
Ooh, a character.
Do not approach the Titan.
Oh my God, it's E-Girl.
Sorry, kid, but I've got a job to do.
She's very robotic.
It will destroy you.
A literal E-Girl.
Remember how I said that these Titans are kind of scary?
Yeah.
Now, like, taking down those ones, this one's a lot bigger. But,
They just keep getting exponentially bigger.
watch what this thing does. So we're like, alright, we're in the air. Guess what? That's gonna stop us.
Is it an air fight?
We're gonna get real close and homing attack that head. Why isn't this working? That's why.
Snatched. Yeeted. Sonic has been yoked.
Like, that looked like it freaking hurt.
Some of these homing attacks, I'm like, I feel like, I know Sonic's breaking stuff, but I feel like this would hurt to do. Like, oof, ouch.
He's got that lightning power. He'll be alright.
Okay, I'm not taking that thing down the traditional way. I'm gonna need the Chaos Emeralds. And maybe a little bit of luck.
Even Sonic's like, I don't even know if the Chaos Emeralds can help me take this thing down. Like, that is how scary that thing is. I went straight for the Chaos Emerald on my first playthrough, and I thought, oh, I just had reached a threshold. No, it's because I got a Chaos Emerald, and then it throws you all the way over here.
Oh, dang.
So if you're going to waypoint, you're just going to end up encountering all sorts of craziness.
Dang. McBurner Blaster says, Sonic sees his Godzilla-sized opponent and goes, alright, I got this.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it sounds about right. I mean, he took down the final form of Chaos. He defeated the Ultimate Life Forms prototype.
Who's your friend?
Of course he's gonna take down this thing.
But Sonic sees water. He was like, nope. No, this is too much for me now.
This Coco says they need to find their one true love before it's too late. They've been too shy to express their feelings, but if they don't do it now, they may never get the chance.
You got all that, huh?
I feel like the dimension I'm in is translating for me. It's strange, but feels natural.
Well, you always had a knack for weird insights. Who am I to argue?
Well, don't you worry. We'll reunite you with your lost love.
And there we
I
go.
would think we've got more pressing issues, but again, who am I to argue?
And just like that, we now have a quest to reunite the Coco with its love.
Aw.
And we'll have to do that. It's actually part of the main quest here, and yeah, it's gonna change some things.
McBurner Blaster says, hyperdimensional beings, and then the less than symbol, and then the greater sign is orcas.
What else? That's the best I got.
McBurner Blaster also asked, does the Part 5 turtle show up from JoJo?
I don't know.
Loco Jumbo. God, what a name for a turtle.
So I'm gonna start skipping these after a couple of them because it's the same animation every time, but you get a different cutscene. So.
Yeah, these cutscenes look so nice.
I love that visual gag of he just runs past everyone and then comes back the exact same way.
His poor mother says she's lost her
Good
children.
writing!
Can you lead them back here, please?
Sure thing.
Alright, now we have a little quest. Get all of the little herd the Cocos to the mother. And we can't get hit more than 3 times, because the Cocos get scared and then they drop bombs.
Oh my god. That's... ooh.
Also, we're timed.
Of course.
Why wouldn't we be timed? Go. Go. Silly
More
Coco.
speed.
Silly.
Oh, it's a herding quest? Oh my god.
Okay, they're all in a straight line. The only difficult thing here is the fact that they drop bombs. They all stay within this square area.
Okay, that's good. I know some herding games are just pain.
I am.
Jordan Fall says, Sonic.
Hi, Jordan.
Also, welcome. Next Burner Blaster asks, okay, but does the Pope show up?
As far as I've seen, no. I gotta retry. I am playing on hard mode for this game. But yeah.
And Jordan says, hey, bud.
Yep. Yeah, we're... Just came out, so I kind of sort of can't stop playing this game. It's good. Jordan, you're gonna be surprised with this one. There is no day one patch, and this game has not been buggy. And I've been playing this since like 12 o'clock last night. A modern game without a day one patch. And it doesn't need one. Like, I can't express how happy I am about that.
Jordan says, hard mode. Thank you, sir. I might have another.
Alright. Hopefully that's all the cat. Sweet. Sweet. Okay. Only got hit once. Of course, getting the vault keys isn't the only way to get the Chaos Emeralds. You can also do the quests and get a Chaos Emerald that way.
There's a little dance. Aw.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is where things are gonna get weird.
Boy.
The little stone babies, are strange. They kind of creep me out, especially after this cutscene. After this cutscene, I just get really creeped out by these things.
Whoa, what?
Okay. We'll keep looking. Sonic, they act like none of that happened.
Do we even know what that was?
No, but I got a sense of completion.
Sonic's asking the questions I had.
Comfort.
Weird. Now let's keep moving. I want to wrap up our time here ASAP.
Sounds good to me.
They're little forest guardians called the Cocos. They're like the Kokiri from Zelda. And what did Mecha Burner Blaster say? I didn't get to read that one.
They want to ask, what would you say the worst part of Sonic Forces is?
The part where Sonic forces me to play it. The controls. The controls, the writing, the storytelling, all of it. All of it bad.
All of the above.
Yes.
Does it have any redeemable qualities?
Soundtrack's alright sometimes when it wants to stop playing with dying ducks.
Oh my god.
The level design can be good when it starts trying. But it never starts trying. Some of the models are pretty good. Voice acting's alright. The original script wasn't bad, but they ruined that too. Anyways, me bashing on forces aside, let's go ahead and go into the next special stage.
Necron Blaster says, yeah, I watched a playthrough of it a while ago and the story was just bad.
When I did my playthrough, I didn't even watch the story. I just played all the stages and said, there, it's done.
Mountain Man says, hello, y'all from the nowhere yet again. Hello, Mountain Man, welcome.
Hi, Mountain Man.
Welcome to Sonic Frontiers.
I just realized I forgot to give Taco a link.
don't know.
Taco had asked what I am doing if I'm playing this game on release. Yeah, I am. I'd be doing that.
Taco, get in here.
Why don't I fully remember this one?
Because you
Wait.
saw so much that it was hard to process.
Probably. Honestly, that
Jordan asks, is this open world platform or progressive?
a mixture of both. You have 5 open world areas, and then you progress through them by getting all the Chaos Emeralds, and the story continually unlocks more open areas. And they get bigger each time. So, essentially, there's a bunch of stuff to do, and a lot of ways to do them. And then each of the special stage areas like this are level by level. But you can pick them in any order, so long as you have the vault keys for it, you can do them in any order. It's...
Jordan says, got it.
Yeah.
McBurn Blaster says, this already seems interesting, but not overly try-hard like Forces, where it has the premise but doesn't follow through with anything.
Yeah, luckily this follows through on a lot, and this is all linked to the Master Emerald and the Chaos Emeralds, because each of these podiums were built for the Chaos Emeralds in mind. So...
Asked, Gavin, I keep hearing you mention, will me and you be able to chat on StreamYard? By the way, StreamYard, don't download it, no extension required. I use it to chat.
I don't know, maybe. I'm a busy guy. I got stuff going on a lot.
That's Sonic.
I got Sonic, I got research, I got editing videos, I got script writing, I've got animating.
And streaming.
Finishing up other stuff, making sure all my friends are doing alright. I don't know. I wonder where Casey's at. She was supposed to watch. Maybe they got really enthralled with their music.
Could be.
Never know.
It happens. McBurnham Blaster says, chuckles, you mean the Chaos Emeralds?
You mean the Knuckles Emeralds? Oh, I encountered an enemy in the next area. And I hate that enemy, and we'll get there when we get there, but,
We get there when we get there!
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Shut up!
Mountain Man says, speaking of checking, how are you both holding up? I'm doing alright. How are you, Mountain Man?
I'm doing well.
These look like
For me personally.
homes? I wonder who used to live here.
And OPM says hello again. Howdy.
Hello. Welcome.
Skylar says, on days if I'm free and days you don't have to stream. And then, by the way, it can allow Mountain Man, Artie, Karmic, and Fox out as well.
Good luck finding a day that I don't stream.
That you don't stream and you're not running errands.
So this is gonna build a bridge all the way across.
Construction.
We'll find out what the purple coins do in a little bit. So far, so good. You can actually build this rail in any which way to connect those, so... I did an easier way this time. Last time I did a really terrible way, and ended up having to do a really awkward jump.
Mountain Man says they've just been on the road and hoping to get home for Thanksgiving. Well, I hope that works out and you're able to be home and enjoy some good food when the time comes.
Oh, I don't even want to talk about my Thanksgiving. I already did it with Mom, and it was bad.
Woof.
The food was fine. My relatives, not so much, and I really wish Katie was there because, wow, that was the fastest way. That was the fastest I've ever seen my family members go from,
I'm just that
wow,
awesome.
you're not invited, I don't want you here, to, oh, wow, hey, you're Darlene's kid, yeah, aren't you so freaking great and all happy and joyous, and,
Your survival might be a fluke.
Grandpa was just out of it, it wasn't good, was not good.
Wow, thanks for the encouragement. I'll keep doing it until I figure out.
That was like the fastest I've ever eaten, said hi, and left.
If you keep throwing weird robots at me,
He eats
nothing
foods and
can
leaves.
slow me down or stop me.
I'll continue reading chat
Count
after
on it.
cutscene.
So she's just like, hey, Sonic, leave. And so I was like, nah, I'm just gonna stick around here.
Checks out. McBurn Blaster says Sonic Forces is like the Black Widow movie where it's fun to laugh at how it fails in every possible way. Skylar says, I know your stream schedule is Monday, Tuesday, not Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday.
Nope, it is every single day.
Yeah.
It is not, Skylar, it is not. I don't ever stop. I keep streaming. My stream is supposed to be every day.
And then Skylar says, since when?
Since forever.
Empathetic Apathy says, it's really interesting to see how you unlock things in the environment and have some rather evident environmental progression.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Also, Opium says they gotta go, but, you know, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks.
Hope to see you again.
Oh, this is the stage. This is the stage where I started and said, oh, this Sonic feels great to control. This level layout is from Adventure 2. It is City Escape.
Ooh. Mountain Man says, I want some pumpkin pie, but family, I understand. Pumpkin, I feel like it's not gonna be without pumpkin pie.
I had Butterfinger cheesecake that my mom made, all homemade.
Oh, that also sounds delicious. Please mail me some.
I will be more than happy to give you the recipe.
Then McBurn Blaster says, I guess it's because I'm just so option is such a top tier line. Very Sonic energy. Yeah, these levels when it's off of like the main map, not that the main map's bad, but these are nice. These look very nice.
Oh, they feel fantastic, but
and like I really love how well the levels look in Unleashed, and these just look really, especially with like the background being similar of the level, but also kind of got that like cyber feel to it. Really cool.
I do think the fact that there's tanks here, just like the gun tanks and whatnot, I think that's really clever. Like Sonic remembers there being way more threats in that stage than there actually were.
Checks out for a memory. Mountain Man says, it's the only time I get pumpkin pie and it's because my mom bakes it. That's understandable. Can they mail you some pie?
I just
dry ice.
I just send you the first 100 numbers of pie.
Oh my god. But like pumpkin colored.
But like pumpkin color. Not orange, but like pumpkin color.
Yeah.
Great.
McBurn Blaster says, yeah, this game really lets you feel like Batman. Wait, wrong game journalist comment. Oh my god. We need to go get a quest from the Riddler.
Man, I really feel like Spider-Man in this game. Wait a minute. So we'll get so the more vault keys you get, the better off you'll be. Each vault key, though, only works for the island, if I remember correctly. So you don't feel like you have to get them. And I think it's about time I upgrade myself again, because... Alright. That, because I know people are going to want this one.
Or Wild Rush.
There it is.
What's Wild Rush do?
There you go. Yeah.
Well, that looks fun. Sorry, I had to mute because I started choking on water.
Oh. Don't hurt yourself now.
No, but I just don't want to be like coughing on your stream. He's like,
Artie, what's going on?
if you want to see Artie, I jumped to this time marker in the stream.
You know what? We need to take that one frame of Tails and put it in the next put it in the next thumbnail.
The one that like MS Paint Tails.
No, the one from Sonic Mania where he chokes on a hot dog.
Oh my god.
The one frame where he's just like.
Mountain Man says, I move from hotel to hotel like every other day, so it's hard to ship anything. Mech Burn Blaster says, the Riddler has E ranks at all Sonic Forces levels. Gasp, he's such a pro!
Yeah.
How is that a Ren Fair? And there's this guy out of the corner of my eye. I thought it was the Riddler, and I sometimes just like lose a filter when I'm out with friends. And it wasn't anything mean, but I was just like, oh my god, it's the Riddler, and this guy sighs, and then I look and I was wrong, and he did not have question marks all over his very bright green suit. It was not the Riddler I was led to believe was the Riddler.
Boom. I took out another tower. And now we have a spring.
Ooh. When you said now you have a spring, I thought it was gonna like fill with water or something, but no, it was a bouncy spring.
Yes, Artie, and now we have a spring. Isn't that just wonderful? Sonic's
Yay.
got the water!
He's revitalizing the land. Wait, wrong game. Mecha Blaster, in response to my story, says that was, instead of the Riddler, the Redler. God damn it.
Riddler's looking a little less riddly today.
Dost thou want to try it, mine riddle? Sir Batfolk?
Alright, there's that. I'm doing things a lot differently than I did with my test run last night. Like, I'm just going.
Watch these comments right now. The Rendler has 5 serfs. Gasp, he's such a monarch.
My gosh.
That's right, folks. If you ever have over 500 followers, it means you have more followers than the Riddler had in the most latest Batman movie. Which is a lot of followers, apparently. Ugh.
Wait, you said 500?
They literally, in the Batman, the Robert Pattinson one that came out this spring, they're like, the Riddler has 500 followers, that's so much. And I'm like...
Oh, please, 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 get us to 500 so we can beat the Riddler in less than a year.
That's my goal. Any platform is to have more followers than the Riddler.
I want to beat the Riddler.
Mountain Man says, Sonic jumping on these springs faster than when people jump to conclusions?
Listen, we've been jumping to conclusion for years. I don't think Sonic can beat us with that. Let's see how many Cocos we actually have. All of them. Let me see. On the map, we have 86 Coco.
Woo.
And I haven't upgraded anything yet.
Dang.
Oh, wait, this. Oh, boy. Yeah, this is... We're about to get to one of the parts of the playthrough that I want to take some time on, because my favorite character is about to show up, everybody.
Oh. It's the Riddler, I knew it.
Oh my gosh. The Riddler in my Sonic game?
It's more likely than you think.
It's only as likely as you think it is.
You believe. Man says, I thought it was Silver saying it's no use. Those are our beloved.
Gonna take him out with some Sonic Booms.
Oh my god, get Knuckles.
Combat in my Sonic game? Never. Never, never, never. Sonic never done combat. Never.
But will Sonic morb?
But honestly, with the amount of, like, weird red energy that we keep finding, he might just morb.
I thought I saw a sign that had like a moon, and I'm like, is it Morbin time? Hello? But I also might have misread the moon sign.
The moon sign says it's time to morb, but the heart says it's not. So this is the western fishing spot.
Ooh.
This is where we can
Yeah,
get...
fishing.
This is where we're gonna get one of the coolest cutscenes in this game. And one of the best minigames of, like, ever. And since we're this far in, I'd like to say, please, drop a subscribe, leave a like, and hang out, because we got fishing!
No, you wanna.
Come here to fish too?
Okay.
Oh my god. It's Barney.
My favorite Gosh. My favorite factoid here. Big the Cat has the best rod right there from Sonic Adventure and the best lure. He's not...
He's not wearing, but his outfit has socks with sandals energy.
Big.
The way we're looking at him right now.
Of course you are.
I feel it.
Would you like to try? I'll let you borrow a rod.
I love the voice direction here with Big. It's just much better
Guess it wouldn't hurt to
than
detense for a second.
it's much better than Adventure 1. It's a little less dopey.
You know how to fish? I'll teach you if you want. Hey,
They seem very huggable.
They
can you see
yeah.
the red ripples?
So this is all you have to do. When a fish gets caught on the line, you hit X, and then it'll drag the lure around. And then you match up the white ring that moves out from the inside to the red one. And that's how you get a
And then
fish.
Sonic stares angrily at you get a
What
fish.
nice if
Oh
you
god,
front.
I love fishing minigames.
The first
Jordan
bit...
says Sonic
Would you
gets
like to try?
catfished? Oh my god.
Let you borrow a
Yes.
rod.
But that's what those purple coins are for. They're for the big fishing game, and you can get little lure tidbits this way, upgrades. And there's a whole compendium for each island, because every island's got different fish. I got Marlin.
Ooh.
Look at how big the fish is.
Oh my god. Mountain Man says this gives me Furby vibes. Or at least I think in reference to Big the Cat. Also reading back in the chat, my brother Blaster says the Riddler has $500. Yes, he's such a wealthy man.
He got one
Ooh, a
paycheck.
trunk.
Yee.
Whoa.
That's
It's a gold card. Oh my god, you've got Chuck E. Cheese tokens.
we got a ticket. We're
Oh
going
my
to
god, the golden ticket. Are we going to Willy Wonka's factory?
Wonka, Wonka.
Are we gonna go beat the shit out of Grandpa Joe? I hope so.
You lose. Good day, sir.
Burner Blaster says, "What's a marlin doing in a small pond?"
Oh, I
Are
have
we gonna go fishing in Chernobyl, like Jeremy Wade from? Why can I not remember the name of the fishing show?
Listen, I have more questions than that. Why would you let a
Why
poison...
is there a poison dart?
Why would you let it get that close to your hand?
Bruh. God, I love fishing minigames.
Oh, it's so relaxing. And here's our first fast travel point. There's 2 scrolls for each island. One for the Elder Coco and one for the Hermit Coco. and each will take you to their upgrade spots, but they only work for the islands. So, you have to fish in all of the islands and get the scrolls.
The Elder Scrolls.
Oh my god, that's the joke, isn't it? That's the goddamn...
I was being facetious. Did I get it right?
I think it might be an Elder Scrolls joke.
Oh my god.
I don't know if you can get repeats, but... for each thing that you can catch, you get a little fish token. And then you can trade Big the fish tokens for prizes. So Big gives you the fish token and the prize. Which just gets immediately funnier and more like Isle Delfino when you go back out of here. Think about the and go over to trade the tokens and realize he's just got 20 Cocos, 20 lost Cocos just sitting there. And instead of returning them, he's like, oh, I'll trade you for it.
McBurner Blaster says, this game is clever. It works the textures glitching as part of the world.
Yeah. And if you look at the sky, we're actually we're in a special stage. We're not actually in anywhere on the actual island. Big just thinks he's in a special stage, just relaxing and fishing.
What a dude.
Alright,
Would you like to try?
But
I'll let you borrow.
then we can view the Fishopedia and we can get a little insight on
I'm gonna
each of these.
while you keep fishing, I'm gonna step away from the mic for a few minutes, but I will
Would
be
you
right
like
back.
to try?
Gotcha. I'm gonna fish till while we go for a little bit. It gives me a chance to breathe and also read chat for a little bit. So if you guys got any questions for me about the game, about the stream in general, feel free to ask. I am down to answer. I spent a little over 7 hours on this game now, and I am loving every second. I'm probably gonna have to step away in a little bit too, just to get a drink, but I'm gonna wait till Artie gets back. So, gotta get me some water. Been talking the entire time. Lobster! Oh, crayfish, never mind. Rock lobster. Rock crayfish. Clayfish. I don't know why I want to say clayfish. Koi fish. And we got a chopper. Empathetics, you're in Wii Sports Golf Course, says Mecha. Yeah. Big is in his own little world, literally. Yeah. Empathetic says, is there anything you would want to change in this game so far? So far? No. Maybe a few more options in the options menu to give me more control over Sonic's jump, but even that is a-okay. I'm fine with how it is right now. Jordan, Katie says, why do I have to act like such a girl? I don't know. Why do you have to act like such a boy? Gosh. Love you too, Kate. And Mech says, needs more flossing, Jim Carrey. Yeah, that is fair. I like that the ring is larger than every other ring we've ever seen in Sonic. It's like the size of the warp rings. What platform am I playing this on? I'm playing this on PlayStation 5. And it's nice and optimized. Now I just want to know, why is there a stingray? I don't know why there's a stingray in this little pond. I guess it makes sense, because stingrays like shallow water, but... yeah, I'm playing this on PlayStation 5. I'm probably going to pick it up on Switch physically, just because that's... I like to double dip with the Sonic games, so... Because reasons. I've seen it run on Xbox and PS4 already, and it doesn't run bad. Switch, it runs at like 30 FPS, but it's not awful. But, it's like, it's playable. I got something I could say the boys wouldn't probably notice. But here it runs just smooth as butter. Now, if only I could have a Dreamcast controller instead, make me really feel like I'm playing Sonic Adventure 3. Might find a way to do that. We got a bounce spring. What? I didn't even know you could get that out of a pond. Sonic's just ripping up the level design. Oh, dang it. Oh, that was a good one, too. It's very aware of what it's doing, and you appreciate that? Agreed, agreed. I like the fact that they threw Big in here, and he's not just a joke. Like, the biggest joke about him is, like, why is he here? He doesn't need to be here. How did he get here? And the only answer is, well, he was looking for fishing spots. Because that's what Big does. You hope you catch Johnny in the pond? I don't think he'd show up in this game since he's in an alternate dimension, but, yeah.
A squid!
Yes.
Hello. The one downside of it getting dark so early is I have to close all the shades really early.
Oh, you're good. All good. We're literally ripping up parts of the stage. Earlier we ripped up a spring.
Oh my god.
And now we have a checkpoint from Sonic 1.
What?
I know, right? It's great.
Mountain Man says, I'm late to this, but I just realized this sounds from Wii Sports.
I mean, they're free to use, so. Most of the sounds from Wii Sports are just licensed out noises, so. Yeah, that game was really cheap to produce. Wii Sports is, like, the closest to a release tech demo I've ever seen. And of course, I just keep getting treasure chests with gold cards now. You're literally going to catch the entirety of Labyrinth Zone? I might, maybe, you know, you never know. Oh, we got a tire. It's a tire! Sonic looks so happy about the
Oh my
tire.
god, that's a huge one, too.
Oh, you should have seen the spring we pulled out. We got a stingray earlier.
Oh my god. Geographically, none of these make sense.
But we're in a special stage. So it doesn't matter. This could be pulling these guys from anywhere. It's a glitchy digital special stage. Who knows what this is?
Like to try?
Jordan says, now it's an Elder Scrolls joke.
Now it's an Elder Scrolls joke. That, yeah.
Now it's personal.
What did they call the little scroll thing? Yeah, Elder Cocoa Scroll. Hermit Cocoa Scroll. They kind of look like something I'd see in Elder Scrolls.
Would you like to try?
Like, I was
Foster
just...
says, it's the final boss of Okami. Yo, speaking of Okami, every once in a while I look for Okami merch because there's not a lot that exists. But the other day on eBay, someone listed a promotional pre-order item from the original PS2 release of the game, and I got it for less than $10. I'm like, oh my god! If this was like a couple of years ago, this would have gone for like near hundreds.
That's almost as
Now I have a little Okami Buddha board.
That's almost as crazy as the time we ended up getting the Mighty Number 9 Kickstarter plushie.
Ooh.
For free.
How?
I have a local game shop that watches. Well, I don't think it was for free. It was cheap. It was really cheap. If it wasn't for free, it was for cheap. But there's a local game shop near me that sells a lot of import stuff, and they're pretty awesome. Actually, I believe the owner of that shop is actually subscribed to my channel. But yeah, Shout out to Warp Zone. If you want a really cool game shop in Columbus. Alright, so we got 81% of the fish in the lake. Like, for compendium-wise, anyways.
Mountain Man says, "Hear me out. That's not a pond. It's a portal into all the Sonic worlds, and you're just hooking a piece of its code."
I will accept that reasoning, honestly. If I need a reasoning, and it turns out to be, you know, mostly accurate, I will steal that as a reason when we do the lore video.
Yeah.
Like, I got nothing. If it turns out that, like, all of this is, like, a weird digital fabrication for Sonic, I will absolutely...
It was all a dream!
Oh, no, like, not all a dream. Like, the entire world was built on... Like, the reason there's floating platforms and weird emeralds that cause power is because it's, like, all electronical... Like, a weird electronical nightmare that went really awry. I will absolutely accept that as canon.
I'm very curious to see where this goes plot-wise, because again, I know Zippo, but I'm very, very intrigued to see where this goes.
Speaking of plot, I think it's about time that we go meet back up with Amy.
Dinosaur Fan 21 says, "I'm back." Hello, welcome back.
Welcome back. We're still on the first island. I have run out of boost.
Oh no, you need the more juice.
So if you do the side loop around an enemy, you can get infinite boost by doing special tactics. So if I sit here and build up my rings, I believe that's like the first way to get a bunch of farming for rings, getting a cool cutscene.
Hey.
No, but I run a lot faster now.
Mike Burner Blaster says it's the no bitches format, but it's Shadow Telling Infinite no weak. Dark Prince 5004 says a wild Casey tape appears.
Yes, yay! The wild Casey tape has finally appeared.
Woo!
We're still on the first islands. We're still hanging out and doing stuff.
Spend a good amount of time fishing, because that's what everyone should do when there's fishing mini games. God
You
bless.
again?
Submit. Your reckless actions endanger the world.
Care to explain how saving my friends is a bad thing?
You are an enemy combatant. I will not share data with you. What is wrong with you? Sonic would never endanger anyone. He's even going to help this Coco reunite with their one true love.
I'm gonna go ahead and check the YouTube Studio tab real fast. That way, then I can see if anybody new subscribed. Hey, we got some new subscribers. Awesome. We're at
I know we at least had Opium join us. They said they were subscribing.
We're at 426. We were at 424 when we started. So
Hey.
shout out to the other person who subbed.
What was that girl?
2 people who subbed. I don't know.
Aside from
Math.
being a pain,
My brain is not functioning right now. I'm just kind of running on happy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Black Prince says it's the Red Queen.
I don't remember what her name is. I'm too busy being cool to.
Argent Lizard says happening.
Hey Argent, feel free to hop in VC if you want. We're just playing Frontiers and being real happy.
Having a good time playing Sonic.
Station on the far side of the
Isn't always the case.
This is the field.
I'm not seeing a lot of farming going on.
Maybe if you use that new technique of yours, you can clean up all this wild brush.
So, the side loop is context sensitive. If we do this without wrapping around one of those little spurts in the ground, it'll just give us rings. We can't get hit more than 3 times. But all we gotta do, clear up as much wild brush as possible.
farming, but yard work. I like the concept of, I know you, but just like doing the loops to like unlock things is interesting.
I like the fact that you don't have to just draw like one loop. I can just loop and loop and loop and loop.
Yeah, keep loop-de-looping. Jordan says, if your mom saw you doing this, she would flip.
Saw that I was doing what? Streaming or playing Sonic?
Or doing lawn work.
Oh yeah. I think it's doing yard work.
Man says, she appears to say a declaration of war, doesn't alliterate, and then leaves. And yeah, Jordan says, lawn work.
Oh boy.
So all this used to be farmland, huh?
Yeah, she would flip.
Yes, they make it sound like it was abundant. But now,
I mean, it's grassy.
yup. But I've seen this kind of recovery in areas Dr. Eggman damaged. Something ruined this land, and it's barely begun to recover.
Then we need to make sure it has plenty of time to heal.
Right.
Luckily, I don't even have to do the lawn work. It's all handled in my rent, so.
I keep putting off raking leaves. I'll
Keep
get
tabs
to
on
it.
the hedgehog.
Cries.
I want constant updates.
Yes, sir.
We want to have a flower bed out
Keep
front,
looking for a way
but
to get me out of here.
I am evaluating.
I'm a little worried that the minute we start putting in flowers, by the time we leave and get our own place that's not renting, the next people are just gonna tear it up, and then we'll, yeah.
You could always get like a little garden box, so you
Well,
can like take it with you.
I mean, we have some house plants, and that was the original plan, but
Yeah.
and now we get the next emerald.
Mm-hmm.
I could have just went straight for these, but
It's open world. You go for your own path. I feel like that's the appeal of this, is you can go in different order.
we're trudging our own areas.
Yeah.
I am extending the range of my control, but I can still only command a few of the Ancient's relics at a time.
Commendable. But what about finding me a way out of this digital dimension?
I have run 1,700,050.
Yeah, Eggman just looks really good in this.
There is no scenario to safely remove you from cyberspace.
Unacceptable. Keep looking. Make it your #1 priority.
But keeping you safe is my priority.
Alright, so now we know that her priority is to keep Eggman safe, and that,
Also in chat, Taco Production says, sorry, I was playing the new Halo co-op. How's the game so far?
amazing. There's no day one patch, and it's not buggy, and it's great.
Mountain Man says, in terms of lawn work, I'm just gonna get a brush hog and mow once a month when I get my own place. That's a good plan. It's sustainable.
So, something's been bugging me about these ruins. The whole reason we came was because Tails detected the Chaos Emeralds were drawn here,
Taco
right?
Production has asked, are you
Now
playing this
I'm
on
finding
console or
digital
PC?
keys and
PS5.
towers that seem
So console.
custom-made to hold the emeralds. Like half this stuff was built with them in mind.
Maybe the ancients used the Chaos Emeralds in the past. We've learned of other past civilizations who did too.
I am a bit
Yeah,
curious
but
how
those
this
groups
handles
tried
on
to use
PS4,
them.
because this is
The stuff
graphically
here
like pretty
seems
solid,
all about
but
containment.
Maybe they knew something about their power that we don't.
yeah.
The Chaos
Looks
Emeralds
nice.
are still pretty mysterious, even after all we've done with them.
So, the Ancients have some connection to the Chaos Emeralds. We re-energized them back in Sonic Unleashed, and they were connected to the, Earth's, like, core, they helped the planet basically exist. But it seems like these ancient people thought the Chaos Emeralds were incredibly dangerous. So.
Interesting. Tucko asks, I've been wondering if the pop-ups are just as bad on PC.
Pop-ups? Do they mean like the pop-ins? Like the stuff popping in? Because honestly, when I'm playing, I don't notice. The game is...
Taka says yes.
Okay, yeah. The game's built solid enough for me not to really notice. Like, it may seem like really obvious to you or somebody watching, but when you're playing, it all just kind of falls into place. It's all really seamless. It's easy on the eyes.
Tucko says, heard the console ones are pretty bad, so I was wondering if the PC had that issue too.
I think that's just the way the game is built. It's not bad, though. Especially considering the budget that Sonic Team usually runs with is rather small. This one was a little bigger, which I think is nice, but even then, it's hard to shake that Sonic Team is still, throughout it all, still one of those single-A developers more than a triple-A developer. I know they've been around a long time, but yeah.
Mountain Man says, so they're trapped in a cyber world. This sounds like Sword Art Online, but Sonic.
They're trapped in a cyber world. We managed to get out. Like,
free your friends.
Really fast, and the one other thing we've met on this island just keeps telling us to leave, and using these weird robots to do so.
Dark Prince says, in the hands of the wrong person, yes, the Chaos Emeralds are dangerous.
Yeah. But are they dangerous enough to have little containment chambers for them? That need keys, and not just one key, but like 3 or 4 or 7.
Don't get too far ahead.
Maybe we should just let them wrap it up on their own.
We have to see this through.
We still haven't found Tails. We've been wrangling children and taking detours the whole way.
Are you telling me you would leave behind someone in need?
No, but I'm also worried about you. You can't help anyone if you're stuck in limbo.
All right. Then hurry up and save me too, so we can find Tails.
Sounds simple enough.
I'm just going just for the story at this point. We've
So I try not to talk during cutscenes because I again don't want to like speak over important dialogue.
Oh, you're fine. I just want to show off what's so interesting about these Coco, and why I think they're connected to Sonic Adventure 1 and the Chow.
Mm-hmm. Also, Dark Prince adds, to a degree, the Chaos Emeralds can become unstable.
Yes, they can. Look, she's solid again.
Ooh. And it's in like a sepia tone.
It's too dangerous.
Wasn't that a funky alien shape?
And look inside of them, they've got the Coco.
Whoa.
And they look a lot like Chaos.
Yeah, that's what Dark Prince just said in the chat. They look like Chaos.
Yeah, these things are linked to the Chow in some way.
Interesting.
So, in fact, in the short the prequel short, one of the Chow even tries to put on a Coco mask. But after all of that, they appear to be dead. Happy.
They were reunited right before the end.
They're together now. You take a minute. I'm gonna keep moving.
Before I move on to the next story bit, I want to know thoughts, impressions thus far about that.
I think that's interesting and very intriguing. In chat, again, I'm trying not to read chat during cutscenes, but Taco says, here comes Rule 34, and Dark Prince goes, no! Dark Prince says, OMG, this game got real, I'm legit crying, I don't even know what's happening.
I'm telling you, it's a good game. This game is certainly something. I got a bit choked up when this when I first started playing because it really does feel like Sonic Adventure 1, but done with so much more polish and so much more time. It just has that feeling of a game worthy of the $60 price tag.
Now, do we know how many, I know you said, like, based off the trailers, most of these are taking place in, like, the first area. How many, like, open world island areas there's gonna be in total in this game?
There are, it's called the Starfall Islands, so I'm assuming 5.
Okay. One for each point of the star.
There's like 60-something achievements too, so I'm sure there's a little bit more to do in each island now. I know the second island was huge. Like I was expecting that each island would take me like 2 or 3 hours with how fast Sonic is, and I was incorrect on that. I should have guessed a lot longer.
Jordan says, leading content for the next Sonic release.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, though, I'm just happy that this game is good.
Yeah, no, I had hopes it was gonna come out as a functional game, and I'm generally, like, blown away with... Sorry, my cat just had zoomies and, like, flew over the sofa.
Oh, you mean they had zoomies?
Yes.
Like that? Just kind of...
You. But no, I'm so, like, stunned with how nice the polish is.
Yeah, I want... Somebody else was asking me, like, what's my first impressions? And I was like, polish. This game is polished.
Yeah. Dark Prince says, it's very rare that a Sonic game tackles the concept of actual death. It's very chilling.
Yeah,
it's heavy for the first area.
It's been nearly 15 years since Sonic tried to do anything deeper than comedy with Sonic with Sonic. You know, anything more than get the emerald, stop the funny nose hair man. Ha ha ha.
Did somebody cover a himbo knuckles?
Yuck, yuck, Sonic Bam. Anyways. And here's the character growth for Amy that I was talking about.
Hey, still thinking about the Coco?
Yeah, and more. I'm not sure what happened, but I know what I saw. A love that transcended time. I believe in that power. When this is over, I want to share that love with the world, even though it may take us far apart.
know you'll do great. I want to hear all about it when you come back.
Time to read the chat.
So Amy is no longer love-struck over Sonic.
What's up, Amy?
Dang.
Wasn't this region
Good for
locked
you,
off
girl.
before? I think you can interact with it now.
So,
I think you can
we have-
rotate
we-
some of
For
them.
crush.
holy shit, we have character development, and my headphones fell out again.
No,
You've
no.
left like the other puzzle
Hooray,
boxes.
for
Alright,
shooting up
let's
and
read the
realizing my
chat
cable
since
is
we-
way too long.
Worth a shot.
All right.
Taco
What's the right way to do
Perception
this?
says, yeah, this game looks like they finally
Looks
got
like there's a
down
pattern on the
3D
ground.
Sonic controls. Looks way less clunky, sorry. Dark Prince says, Fallen World got pretty nuts. Mecha Burner Blaster says, this game is already longer than Sonic Forces and the first level isn't even over yet. Empathetic Apathy says, do you think Sega will learn the right lessons from this game? Taco Production says, nah, it's Sega. And then
Yeah.
Dark Prince adds, OMG, the voices fit so well, even the characters, for the characters, the direction is so good. And Mecha Burner Blaster says, it took her 30 years to get over it. Dang.
Listen, it may have taken her 30 years to get over it, but at least she's over it.
Yeah. Good for her.
Puzzle is solved.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just glad that we can finally be done with that. We have Amy with an actual character. They brought back the tarot card factor that she liked. She likes mysteries and things. I like that she still likes Sonic, but she's not afraid to finally move on and, you know,
Yeah.
just be a character and not fangirl. Don't be a simp. Be like Amy. Learn not to be a simp.
Get it, Sonic?
Learn respectful simping practices.
This is it. The big showdown.
Then Dark
Be a
Prince
short
said, I
match
don't
if
think so.
can't find
Casey
the
Tape
last
is making a
chaos emerald,
theory.
though.
I searched everywhere I could.
Make it.
I'm out of ideas.
So where is it? Maybe I'll find it along the way.
Yeah, the voice direction in this game is great. Honestly, I think the voice direction in this game is... I think, like, these are the voices that we've heard since Sonic Colors. And yet, the direction here is so much different that it really is something different.
McBurner Blaster says, we finally got Boom, Amy, and normal Sonic. It's about time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it
Dark
is.
Prince asks, why does Sonic sound like Jonah Scott?
I don't know. It's, Roger Craig Smith, if I remember correctly, who does the voice. Alright, so I haven't leveled up in a while. I've been collecting all this stuff and going from area to area, but I think it's about time that we start actually, you know, giving the Cocos back and,
No.
yeah, giving the little babies back. Let's, oh, fast travel, go to. I love how fast that is. It throws me off, but it's great. Let's see how much stronger we're gonna be getting.
Thanks.
As you were saying.
Mega Burner Blaster says, Sonic sounds like a person instead of someone who tells us what Green Hills is doing. And Dark Prince says, yeah.
And that's the same voice actor. So now we're gonna give him all of the Cocos. So we can increase the maximum amount of rings or the maximum amount of speed. And we have to click the button each time for this, so... What I'm gonna do here is probably switch between ring and speed each time. Because while I like going fast, I kind of don't want to die.
Yeah, also important. Dark Prince says, no more. Oh no, it's gonna crash. Ah.
Yeah. We haven't had that voice actor in a while, though. He still claims he can do the voice. He can't do the voice anymore. He hasn't been able to do... He's in his, like, 60s now. He can't do the voice anymore.
Oh god. McBurnablaster says, Amy finally realized, oh my god, I've been simping nonstop for 30 years. I need to get control of my life. Yeah, she must have read like a self-help book or something.
Saw some stones die. Got confused.
And she's like, well, nope. Need to take care of myself now.
Alright. I believe by the time I ended this on my normal playthrough, I was at... By the time I ended the first island, I was at speed level, like, 10.
Oh my god.
So, we've gone a bit beyond that. I think the hard mode has actually kind of helped us with that.
How much is... Did you start your regular game on hard mode?
No, normal.
How much are you noticing a difference between normal and hard mode here? Just
So,
out of curiosity.
so far, there's not a lot. I have died a few more times than I did last on my first run, at least of this island. But not enough to make me say if you're starting on hard mode, you're making a big mistake.
Okay. Because I don't know how difficulty spikes are, so because this doesn't seem. It seems like it's tough, but doesn't feel like
It's not unfair.
Atrocious.
This has some weight. It has some challenge, but it's not like, oh my god, I'm getting my teeth kicked in every second. Like.
Michael Burnham-Blaster says, Amy read infinite self-help book titled, I'm Not Weak and So Can You.
What? I'm not weak and so can you?
It was an independently published book. No one grammar checked him.
I want it to just be keyboard smash, and then every now and again he just types shadow properly.
Oh my god.
Keyboard smash, space, shadow, space, more keyboard smashing.
And like the keyboard smashes are all caps and then shadows completely lowercase.
Yeah.
Like in a different font.
Okay, I'm trying to be civil here, but are you saying they lost control of their tech and it wiped them out?
No.
Okay. So you're not in a talking mood. I'll leave you be.
And just like that, we know slightly more now.
Ooh. Dark Princess. Everyone talks about level design, but no one talks about how it all got there. Mech Blaster says his grammar is an illusion, and Sans Gaming says, "Yo, what's up?"
Sup?
Howdy, Sans. Welcome back.
Sup? Welcome. We are currently sitting at around 80 views, so please drop a like, share this video with a friend.
You know you want to.
Yeah, subscribe.
This is only part 1.
We're gonna be doing all of this game, and I know what I want to do. I want 100% this game. I want to get all the trophies.
I think it's possible.
There's no online mechanics. I can get all the trophies.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't have to freak out about getting a high score on a leaderboard.
That sounds painful.
Yeah, it's the only reason I haven't 100%ed forces.
Duh.
Hey, look, it's that scene from the IGN trailer where they were moving really, really slow, except...
Of course, it was IGN all along.
Listen, with how slow they were moving, Sonic fans were like, "Oh no, Sonic's slow." Meanwhile, I'm like, I'm still gonna beat this timer. I do like that it's random sections each time, and it kind of shows you where the next little challenge is gonna be, but not quite.
Yeah, the map is very interesting.
I like that it's not like, oh, Zelda map. You walked over it, you saw it.
Dark Prince says, I honestly don't want to be reminded of Shadow because of the horror I experienced. And then Sans Gaming says, not to insult the creator, but Sonic running animation is goofy. Well, he's a cartoon kind of character, to a degree. Of course it's gonna be a little goofy.
Yeah.
Burna Blaster says, IGN stands for Ignorant Gaming Noobs.
Doubtful. In any scenario,
Shots
the end
fired.
result will not change. Additionally,
And they were all bullseyes.
you've lost the battle before it has even begun.
So according to her, we lost the battle before it's even started.
No, you cannot even win this battle, for I have the superior intellect. Woohoo! I know that's not what's happening here, but that's the vibe I'm getting.
Oh no, that's absolutely the vibe that they're putting off. That's absolutely what's going on.
Dark Princess, they need to check their drifty ass controllers. Mecha Burner Blaster says, game review approved.
All of these are optional, by the way. Once you have all the Chaos Emeralds, you can just finish the island and go to the next one.
Dang.
But I'm showing off what I'm showing off because I like this game and I want to play more of it.
I mean, what's it like?
Make it last for as long as I can.
Honestly, I don't feel that different since you helped clear my mind.
Sans Gaming
guess
says,
it
this
feels
is the
kind
truth
of,
behind Sans. He's suppressed even though he's smiling.
Have you ever flown around in a dream? Like you're lighter than air? That's what it feels like to me, anyway. I just wish I could finally land and be whole again.
Yeah, hang in there, Amy. I'll figure something out.
Another boost stage. Woot woot.
Ooh, Dark Prince says, just realized this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. And that Amy is Astral.
You were telling me that last night. Oh boy. You crazy bean. So if I remember correctly, portal gears only work for each specific island as well. So here they're like light blue. In the next island they'll be yellow.
Interesting. Burner Blaster says, your next line is going to be Green Hill sure looks like nostalgia pandering. Sonic sensed something not cringe. Damn it, you weren't talking this way last game.
What?
Sans Gaming says if they could, they would name every Sans AU, and Mecha Burner Blaster says, please don't. And Dark Prince also says no, because too many AUs hurt the head.
Hey, what? Okay. Well, we're at the chemical plant.
Ooh.
And it was at this moment where I was doing my test run, and Dark Prince Gaming and I were talking.
Really cool.
And they were telling me, "No, you're playing too far," and I'm like, "I'm not that far in."
So only on the fifth one. Dark Princess, beautiful. Sans Gaming, please don't list out every AU in the chat. We don't want famine, please.
AU? What are they talking about?
They want to list out every single Sans Undertale AU that exists.
Yeah, no.
And there's a lot.
I don't care that much about Undertale. So please don't.
Buster says, Green Hill sure looks like chemical plant. And Dark Princess, OMG, this sounds so good.
Yeah, we got some good music, good video, some good visuals. I was about to say good video. Yeah, good episode. You're making it right now. Like, yeah. Boy. I missed some red rings, but I'll go back and do those real fast.
Yeah.
I don't know what the red star rings do, but I'm gonna get them anyways, cause, you know what? Never mind. I hit the wrong button. I don't feel like waiting to the loading screen. Yes, it loads kind of fast, but it loads the training section every time. It's nice that it gives me something to do in the loading screen. I can turn it off, but
that's nifty.
It's better than
it, like, has a little feature there.
It's better than just sitting on a loading screen like Sonic 06.
I thought you said we weren't going to talk about Sonic 06. Where?
It's a compliment to the game, though. I mean...
Oh, I know.
But I believe, yeah, once you get all of those, you get extra keys, so... Gavin's a hypocrite. He said we weren't gonna talk about the Sonic game.
Fools, we were deceived.
Oh no. Whatever shall I do?
Dark Princess Casey vibing inside the, according to Tales of Generations, purple water.
It's Megalomac, but cool. We're gonna click on the auto combo, because this one's pretty cool. Battle skills that have been unlocked will automatically activate during combos. However, damage dealt will be reduced after unlocking a skill. You can toggle this combo on or off. I can do combos manually, or I can just, keep mashing square and they'll switch up our moves. But they're, like, reduced by a slight amount of damage. I don't know how much, but...
Empathetic apathy says, why are you hoarding so many points for so long? And then you go, oh, never mind, the costs are high. No cost too great.
Yeah, they get really high. Like, they start out and they're like... You start out and you're like, oh, cool, I'll be able to buy all the skill tree points. And then it's like, oh, they go up really fast. No.
Bernaboster says in Captain Mario voice, you're not Green Hill, Sand Hill, Luigi.
You're not Sand Hill, Luigi. That's Sand Hill, Luigi. You didn't touch it.
It's nostalgia pandering, Luigi. Get with it. But Mario, you can make games without referencing older things for the sake of fans.
That's nostalgia, Luigi. We're gonna use it.
Says Pokemon every time they make a reference to Kanto, take a shot. Cries.
Cries. Cries in Pokemonese.
I promise you there's more Pokemon than Charizard and Pikachu.
Are you sure? I was convinced Sprigatito was the only Pokemon.
You know what I think is a crime? It's been nearly a decade and we still haven't had a new Eevee form since Sylveon. That's lame. Just saying.
It is.
Also, Dark Prince asks how I'm doing, and I'm doing alright. Thanks for asking. Just having a good time vibing and, enjoying some Sonic.
Beating up some robots. Getting some points.
Dark Princess cries in unknown. It's unknown, but that,
Cries in Uno, draw 4!
No!
Oh boy.
Burn Blaster says, it's nostalgia pandering, Luigi. There's no soul in it, they just want your money.
Nope, I was facing the wrong way. Alright. Oh well.
Empathetic Apathy says, hey now, they made a Gigantamax Eevee. That's true, but where's my Bug-type Eevee? Where's my Dragon-type Eevee? Ghost? I almost said dark, but that's Umbreon. But like, there's so many types left that they haven't touched, and it's just like, man, there's been plenty of opportunities for a new Eevee. Like, come on.
No Eevee for you.
Christ. Dark Princess, hey Artie, do you know how to get Ghost Eevee? I don't. Dark Princess, use a brick! Oh no! No! Oh my god. I'm gonna get a new Eevee form one way or another.
Did I just hear that right?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh boy. Use a brick. Okay, we're running.
The brick meme is the best Eevee meme. Damn. What a time.
Hey Eevee, you want to turn into a ghost type? Beats up Eevee.
Just you hear a comedic thud.
Thunk. Bonk. Bonk. Ooh,
Princess, it'll come back to haunt you. There you go. Oh my god.
It'll only come back to haunt you if you're bad at the job.
They say that at that point you'd have to use the Sylph Scope. Yes, go to Lavender Town. Boy howdy.
Getting all the extra cutscenes.
Dude.
I know we're 3 hours in, and I still haven't gone to fight that boss that we unlocked earlier, but I'm like...
Oh, hey. You show up everywhere. You know,
Do you think we'll probably
we were
wrap up
ever
around like
properly
the end of
introduced.
the first island here for today's stream?
Yes, this is gonna be Island 1.
Biometrics, your weaknesses.
Alrighty.
You live for speed, are short-tempered and short-sighted.
Oh, so you're a fan. But I don't know anything about you, Miss...
I will not share personal information with an enemy.
Why are we enemies? Weird kid. I don't really get a bad vibe off of her, though.
I don't... I said this last night, I didn't get any vibe off of her, because she's just... there.
So neutral.
Yeah. It's just computer voice.
McBurnham Blaster says, "It's a brick, Luigi! You can't evolve with it! Oh yeah, Mario, let's find out!"
Bonk!
Dark Prince goes, "Hey, you're everywhere." Literally just stood still for a few seconds before speaking. Taco goes, "The acting, why are we enemies?"
Hey, Bats, why are we fighting? We are not enemies! Shut up, bonk!
Bonk. It's no use.
I do like that there are 7 special areas like this, special boost areas, just like the 7 Chaos Emeralds. Even if you only get the method to unlock a Chaos Emerald in these areas.
McBurnham Blaster says, "Tails was taken by Squid Game." Oh god. It's the same thing that took Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben, what happened, Squid Games?
Squid Games! Dark Princess, speed or radical? They asked speed or radical. I guess it might have been in something that you did like a moment ago.
Tubular! Anyways.
Totally tubular! Sonic would unironically say that.
Honestly, I unironically say that. I mean, have you seen my streams? I say a lot of really dumb things a lot of the time.
Hawker says, "Okay, I gotta vanish for a bit," and head pats.
Okay. YouTube took the likes away again.
What?
We're at 12 likes.
What? How rude. How dare. First they take away the dislike button, then they do this.
Not only do they take away the likes, but then they took away views earlier on. It's Says 24 for you.
Weird.
Refresh the page. It says 12 for me.
Mine says 14. Meg Burnbuster says the likes were taken by Squid Game.
Now it says 13 for me, so. Man, people heard the cries and said, "No, YouTube, these are real likes. Leave them alone. They're real."
They're Gavin's likes, Luigi. Don't let YouTube take them.
They're Gavin's likes, Luigi. You didn't like it.
But Mario, I'm a bot. Can't leave a like according to YouTube.
But Mario, I can't leave a like. I'm a bot.
I can't get through the captcha.
I need to just stop hitting buttons off of cliffs. That's a captcha, Luigi. You don't know how to solve it.
My friend Blaster says, "Those bots are Luigi. You didn't earn them."
Gosh.
Well, for those of you that aren't robots and appreciate Sonic the Hedgehog and us
I know, right?
quoting old Mario YouTube poop formats, leave a like. We appreciate it, even if YouTube tries to steal them like the Grinch. How the Grinch stole the YouTube likes. Goddamn.
How YouTube beat up the Grinch
The Grunkle.
after his heart grew 3 sizes.
Yeah, maybe. All I know is the idea of the map gets updated in my head.
Dark
brings
Princess,
me
if
one
YouTube
step
takes
closer
likes
to
from your
rescuing
live
you.
streams or takes them from your videos, that's no good.
So, yeah, the map is literally getting installed into Sonic's head, and he's like, I don't know, I'm running on instinct for most of this. It just keeps showing up in my brain.
Oh my god, does Sonic have the hyperlink thing from Elongated Muskrat Man?
I mean, it's probably how we're entering, like, that cyberspace area.
Oh my god, is Sonic a Tesla car?
Oh my gosh! Sonic bought Twitter!
Oh no. Sonic's gonna catch on fire at any moment.
Sonic's gonna catch on fire at any moment, and then we're still gonna have to pay $8 for a verification.
God damn it.
I paid $8, Luigi! I don't have a check mark!
It's because you were impersonating Elon Musk, Mario! You can't do that! Freedom of speech! You can't be free!
Look, I'm an Audi, Luigi! No, Mario, you're gonna get banned off Twitter!
It's a parody, Luigi. This should be allowed. But Mario, he doesn't have a sense of humor.
But Mario, he's got a small penis!
Oh my god.
He can't take a he can't take a joke, Luigi! You're gonna get
He's gonna
banned.
banned. Oh my god. For those that don't know, we're just riffing on the fact that Elon Musk bought Twitter for a couple $1 billion, and now is like can't take a single joke after being like, now when I take over, it's gonna be free speech, and everyone's just it's a lawless land right now.
Haha, funny Elon can't run a business. I mean, what?
Oops. Also, chat. McBird Blaster says, the Grinch is Squid Games, the Squid Grinch. Oh no. And Empathetic Apathy says, I hope he's not a Tesla. Wipe his operating system and you won't be able to open him up. I don't know how to convert that into a hedgehog comparison.
He can't lift his arm anymore. His left one's broken.
Oh no. And if you use the wrong speed, you're gonna be charged $35,000 for autopilot.
Listen, you're telling me my car can hit a random truck on the side of the road and I have to pay for all of it?
Yes, because you signed a user agreement.
You tell it.
Burner Blaster says, "You're banned from the Tesla car explodes." You are banned from the Tesla.
You know what? That sounds like my luck. I get a car, it's a Tesla, I drive for a little bit, you are banned from the Tesla. I didn't know anything!
For a vehicle named Tesla, Musk sure acts like an Edison.
He does. He really does.
Jokes.
Haha, fun science joke!
Hey. Dark Princess, you should have read the terms and agreements.
You should have read the terms and agreements, Luigi. You're not gonna be able to use it.
Well, use it or lose it, Mario.
Alright, so this one...
Users or losers.
So these two, we have to be at night for those two, and I don't know if I want to really... I don't really know if I want to wait for that.
I mean, is backtracking to other islands allowed?
Yes, absolutely. So at some point, we will have to come back here eventually anyways.
Okay. Oop, that's a bot.
That's a bot, Luigi! That's a bot, Luigi! They're just trying to advertise a scam! But Mario! It says local sales in your area!
Wait, is my mic working?
I hear somebody. Hello.
Hello, it's Casey.
Hi, Casey.
Howdy.
My mic was broken. I tried coming in here and was like, boo, and then it said, oh, your mic's not working. Let's fix that. Go to settings.
In chat, Empathetic Apathy says, okay, I figured it out. Have you ever played Sunset Overdrive? For some reason, this gameplay gives me that feel.
This feels better than Sunset Overdrive in a lot of ways, so...
I hear Sunset Overdrive and I think of Sunlight Overdrive.
No, we're
What
talking...
about Harmon Overdrive?
Starfinger. Wait, wrong show.
No, same show. Starfinger!
Oh no, we're not there yet. You're underwater, Sonic. You can't use it. You're too slow! Alright. Now is the chance. We have to climb up and go fight the Titan that kicked our butt earlier.
I feel like it's been a while since Sonic has been able to run underwater without the game being like, oh, this is a death zone. Goodbye.
A little while, yeah.
Last from what I remember, because I haven't played any games aside from, what was it? Colors? And that was the last of it.
Yeah, Colors has an entire water world, but even that, it's not like water, it's like, I don't know, jelly? It was weird.
Though, to be honest, the music slaps in that stage.
It does, yeah. It doesn't have any, it still doesn't hold a candle to the song we're about to hear, because, oh boy, we're about to get to one of my favorite songs in the game thus far, from what I've played.
Sonic can fly.
Oh, that's the homing attack. That's a... That was a dash. That was an air dash.
Okay. Oh shoot, are they recreating the Sonic Heroes intro?
No, we've got a cutscene.
No, I know, I was joking. It looked very similar to how, in the intro, he was running through a valley.
Giganto.
What the...
That is the Titan that we must fight. We don't have all of the Chaos Emeralds. So, it seems like the last one might be on its head, and we're gonna have to go for it.
What a name!
Come
Was
on.
Big Lad taken?
I looked at that thing, the first thing I thought of was Siren Head.
Ooh.
Tell me
Yeah, it's got those vibes. Also in chat, Mike Burnham Blaster adds that Twitter was taken by Squid Games. I would rather have Squid
Okay,
Game.
that is a very janky camera.
That did not happen on my first run. That was just me messing around. I could probably have kept the camera in a nicer spot, but... Alright.
Sonic used the Force.
I like this song. Just let it, I want to let it play and let you guys hear this, because...
Alright. You have too much stuff.
Oh, this... Come on. There we go. Boom. Alright. Thoughts thus far, now that we're halfway done with the boss?
I think it's cool.
Honestly, this is really cool to see Sonic using the full extent of his power using the Chaos Emeralds.
Oh, it
Oh my!
gets...
Shin Godzilla beams. Oh. We just got Shin Godzilla.
Okay, the loop of the audio was done, yeah. The music is really good.
Little mashing section.
Oh, you love that. Mega Burn Blaster asks, Super Sonic isn't Final Boss exclusive?
Nope. Not in this one.
Dang, okay.
We're too busy beating them up.
Well, to be honest, when it came in terms of an open world Sonic game, I was kind of thinking, one, you have to park the Chaos Emeralds into scatter. Like sort of deal. I knew it wasn't going to be like an unboxing exclusive. Twitter was taken by Squid Games with Nick Blaster.
Alright.
Yeah,
We have
also
some-
Shin Godzilla indeed go burr.
Alright, I'm running out of rings.
So you use the chili dogs.
Yes.
Use the Force, Sonic.
Alrighty.
Sonic, you must utilize the power of the chili dogs.
Alright,
Okay.
and now we've got... We beat it.
Congratulations, Gavin.
Hey.
It's a boy.
My gosh.
I wanted to say it's a giant. No.
And just like that.
The first seal is broken. Thy next foe awaits on the sand
Whoa.
Island.
Right. You said Titans earlier, plural.
What's that about?
Darn it.
I guess this isn't over until I pop all the
run.
big bots. Sorry, Amy.
I'm feeling more like my old self. It's working. Keep going and don't keep me waiting.
I'll be back before you can do a fortune card reading. See ya!
I actually like how Supersonic looks in this game because it isn't just, oh, Sonic but repainted yellow and his eyes
Yeah.
are red. He actually has particle effects.
Mm-hmm. So you think, you got Supersonic, you'll breeze through the rest of the game. No. These guys thought ahead on this. We're gonna have some Sonic 3 moments here.
Sand. It's coarse and rough and gets everywhere.
That kind of looked like SFM for a second.
Oh, that's
I'm
cool.
sorry.
I didn't want this to be easy anyway.
The texture does, the lighting and texture does look a slight bit jarring right here. I understand that. Yeah, it's like, woo.
I'm just gonna go ahead and do this.
I like the speedometer on the lower right. That's so cool. That's a nice detail.
I didn't even notice that. Oh my god.
Yep.
How long were you on here already?
I've been here the whole stream. I noticed the little numbers next to it, but I didn't realize that whole little thing's a speedometer.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over and see how far we were with the first... You know what? We're at 94% on this island.
Oh my god.
Everyone hype it up.
Do you want to wait around for the last little bit, for those last two little pieces of map, or?
I mean, if you want to get the last, if you think you can get the last 6%, I am down.
Let's go for the last 6%. Let's go, and then
and then we can be the top 1%. Like Burn Blaster says, Obama takes the Chaos Emeralds away. Takes them back.
And then, Artie, are you down for tomorrow?
I'm down to, I don't know if I can do 4 hours tomorrow, but I'm definitely down to do more of this tomorrow. Heck yeah.
It's okay if you can't do the full 4 hours, you know? Because we obviously also have other stuff going on for the channel, too.
Yeah, but I'm definitely down to do more of this, because this has been such, like, a gorgeous gate. Like, I figured day one of this was going to be longer. Just, you know, because it's day one, but I didn't know what to expect kind of going in blind, and it plays so smoothly and it's so nice and polished that I'm like, yeah, I want to keep, like, I don't feel like we're gonna get stuck in a section because of like some gobbledygook that needs to be patched, you know?
Yeah.
Gobbledygook. That it can paint like goo.
We're not gonna get lost in a hub world like in Sonic Unleashed. We're not gonna get confused by...
We're not gonna get trapped in loading screens.
We're not...
And all that jazz.
We're not gonna be thrown to the moon.
Oh my gosh, don't talk to me about hub worlds. I literally could not find ancient ruins in Sonic Adventure 1. Like, it literally took me like 5 minutes to find it.
Oh, and we're not gonna get thrown for a loop by the president. We're not gonna have to hunt for emeralds for hours because...
We're not gonna have to talk to Professor Pickle.
Thank God we don't have to talk to Professor Pickle.
McBurnablaster says, also that sand was gorgeous, what the hell? And then also says, I don't know what's cooler, the kaiju boss fight or the fact that Amy now has evolved into Boom Amy.
No, it's even, like, on top of that, just like, Amy's moved on.
Good for her!
She read a self-help book.
Yeah!
What was the title of it?
We were, oh my god, let me scroll up.
I'm looking for it too.
Gosh, we've been here a while, the chat's long. Infinite self-help book titled, I'm not weak and so can you.
I kind of want to make that into a thing.
Make it like a 4-panel comic.
A 4-panel comic, yes.
It's like, Amy, you're doing so well, what happened? And we're like, I read this book, and then it like cuts to like Infinite with the book, and then it just cuts back to Sonic being like, what the hell?
What happened? I'm so confused.
Infinite with his eyes bulging out, just yelling, I'm not weak! Shadow!
So can you.
My friend Amy released this new book called self-published.
I'm not weak and it's no use!
It's no use!
It's no use how to get over unrequited Returned love.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm not weak and it's no use. I'm sorry. That is really funny.
Somebody needs to put that on a shirt.
It's no use. It's so can you. Oh my gosh.
It should be like one of those. It's one of those. I'm not sure what I'm thinking. Like the political posters. It's no use. It's so can you.
I've been playing
like in the.
We need that with Uncle Sam.
Guys, I need to say this real fast. I've been playing for so long, the controller died.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh! Are you serious?
Oh my god!
It was fully It was fully charged last night when I started.
It was fully charged and now it's dead.
So I'm grabbing.
It's no use.
So I grabbed my other control, my player 2 controller, and now it's like, this controller's cold. This is really awkward. I can feel my hands now. I'm like, this is wrong.
This is wrong.
Also, to jump back quick to your Uncle Sam comment, fun fact, the cemetery he's buried in is, like, technically behind my house. So every time I see those "We Need You" posters, I'm like, yeah, that dude's in my backyard.
Oh no.
Wait, he was an actual guy?
Yeah,
No.
Uncle Sam's a real man.
I thought he wasn't. I thought it was...
No, he's a real guy based on someone from Troy, New York.
Okay, that's what it was, because I thought... Okay, so according to my history teacher...
So you're telling me the guy...
Instead of...
You're telling me that G from Street Fighter existed? What?
Kyle! How not to be weak for those who are weak.
Yeah,
There's no need to get good.
We need you not to be weak.
We need you not to be weak. It's pointing.
This is something new that's not really shown in any other Sonic game when it comes to grind rails. What is happening?
I am going so fast, the game is like, okay, you're over here, okay, grind rails over to the right. So, I flipped over, I skipped over, by the time I was flipping, I was on that far side, but I was so close, essentially Sonic had so much momentum in the air, he flipped all the way over.
No, I'm more confused about what the heck was going on with Sonic. My man just went,
Yeah.
I'm about to go supercharged, just like in the movie.
Hey, you tell me, this is fast.
I mean, that is pretty fast. Is that what happens every time you get in a level or something like that?
When I get max rings, I get the movie Sonic boost that damages enemies as I pass by them.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Alright. There's part of the trees that I needed to slash. Where's the other ones?
I like how Infinite had more significance in this stream that he did in Fursuit.
The power of memes compels you!
Listen, Infinite had more significance in this stream than when I did Forces. People were like, what about Infinite? And I'm like, who?
Who's that guy? Sounds really stupid.
Sounds like a really dumb Jackal character from Sonic that's never been explained well. I mean, what?
Jackal?
Yeah, he's a jackal. Yeah, he's a jackal.
What the heck? I need to see
That's
this.
a jackal?
Yeah.
He looks like a bat, not a jackal. I had to Google image this.
I have to send it to me.
You can find out what he looks like under his head. They did a prequel comic. IDW did. It's better written than the game. I can guarantee you that.
I mean, what the the confusion. That looks nothing like a jackal.
I know.
Honestly, they brought some pretty weird characters to the Sonic franchise, like mice.
Listen.
Well, birds and avians were something new, but
This looks like they were trying to make a Tumblr sexy man character for a Sonic game. Deadass. Is what I'm seeing from this. He's got like the edginess, he's got a suit on. Like, this is the hallmarks of what people want when they're trying to produce a Tumblr sexy man. But clearly not.
Why did you go to Tumblr?
No, I'm not. I'm just. If you do you know the concept of a Tumblr sexy man?
Yeah, I know, but I'm
Yeah.
like, did you have to
But
go?
I'm looking at this picture I got on Google Images, and it's this like edgelord in a suit with a mask, and he's all scrawny, and I'm like, this is the hallmarks of what you would. Did they think people want from a Tumblr sexy man?
No, this is the origin of a villainous backstory.
Empathetic apathy says, please never appeal to the Tumblr demographic. Listen.
Listen, I'm not appealing to any Tumblr demographic. They just show up.
They really do.
Lol.
It's always like you can tell a character and you're like, oh yeah, must be the one everyone loves, and then you find like a little scrungly character and that's the one the internet's like going berserk over.
Alright, so while I haven't gotten all of the hearts, I could do all those little challenges. I could try to S rank and do all of these, but I'm gonna do that on my own time. We have officially mapped out the entirety of this island.
Nice.
The only thing we're missing is stuff like over this direction, it seems. And even then, meh. I'm gonna Eris Island, yes. This is this island. This is this one specifically.
I misread that as Arse Island.
Okay then.
Whoops. Mountain Man says, I'm back for a while by the looks of it.
Well, welcome back. We're just now finishing up.
Yeah. Empathetic apathy says, you mapped it all. Woo, you have achieved nerddom.
Yes. So now we could go back and get all of the hearts around here. We could battle these guys.
Become Nami.
Oh, there's another Amy thing over there.
McBurn Blaster says you should add infinite to the thumbnail.
Oh my
god. I'll add him to the next thumbnail. How's that sound?
You could do it. I'm looking at this and somebody, I've looked up Sonic Infinite and then like someone photoshopped the like tech girl, the e-girl who keeps seeing in front of him, and I'm like, you could make some real clickbait thumbnail if you did that. Yeah.
Yes, I could. However, I think I'm gonna do that for next part, which will,
obviously,
which will probably be tomorrow, cause
yeah.
I gotta start out calm before things go too off the rails.
Before it becomes no use.
Because by tomorrow there will be a bunch of Metacritic reviews finally for this game.
Mountain Man says, lost a tire, so staying on the side of the interstate. Oh god, I hope you're okay. I mean, obviously not your tire, but I hope you're like physically alright, Mountain Man.
Yeah, same.
I'm kind of sad I wasn't able to play this today.
It's beautiful here, but there's a loneliness here.
I really wanted to play
The
this.
land feels sad
Day
and empty.
release.
Yeah, I got the same feeling.
But you're here with us, so close enough. Yay!
Yeah!
Other stuff we've encountered.
We're nerds! Yeah!
We spent
Just
4
jumps
hours
out of-
playing this video
New
game.
roots you may discover.
Just jumps out of a
Try not to
freaking
have too much
helicopter.
fun finding
Yeah!
Ooh.
Alright. Maybe I don't know if there's any more of the Amy markers on the map, or Sage, I believe her name is. I think
There might not be any more Amy markers, but are there any Amy crayons?
Kronos?
Or
Kratos.
colored
Right.
pencils we can borrow from Amy?
Oh, look.
Markers are out.
No, we need to get those scented markers. Those are
Yeah,
the highest quality.
Mr. Sketch. I think that's what they're called.
They're called Mr. Sketch, yeah.
I think so. Yeah, the little scented markers. The black one always smelled terrible. They were
Licorice.
like licorice.
It
What
is.
child wanted that?
The one that ate Twizzlers.
heck
I
it.
wouldn't consider Twizzlers licorice. They're more of like a fruit vibe than straight up licorice flavor.
I mean, they are literal licorice.
True. Oh my god, fishing time! Let's go.
Oh, look, it's the poll from SA1.
Yeah.
I love how I say SA1 and it sounds like I'm going ese.
Ese?
Like, como?
Mountain Man says, no problem, traffic was slow, like not even 20 miles per hour, so I could get over. That's good, glad you're safe. And then MechBurner Blaster goes, Silver goes to a pond. It's no goose!
Take this!
Hey, Blade!
Throw the line in? Take this!
Okay, can we talk about...
Silver and Blaze go to a pond. Big the cat's there. Hey, Silver, look at the goose! It's no goose!
Hey,
It's
Silver,
a
look at the
Luigi, not a goose.
It's no goose!
It's no goose.
Hey, Silver, is that a duck?
I think this is like the perfect way to end each stream on, is some nice fishing.
Heck yeah. Calms.
Hey look, we got anglerfish! Those only exist deep in the ocean!
What?
This is making the fish person in me angry, and I'm not much of a fish person!
Is it sad that I only know that as a football fish from Animal Crossing?
No. Some people back in the day, we used to default to like, oh, the fish from Finding Nemo.
I already...
What the heck? Why is there a seahorse?
But is it a daddy seahorse? Are there
No,
babies?
it's the one from Majora's Mask.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. This is the one game that's gonna break the rule of like one game a week, because like I can't stop playing this game.
We're gonna be playing this a lot.
Burner Blaster says, it's so weird seeing photorealistic fish next to Sonic. But unlike 06, it feels like it's done on purpose and it's great. Yeah.
Hey! We got a gold plate!
Wait, what?
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 Why is that good?
We got a signpost!
Who's littering here?
We pulled out a spring, a signpost, a goalpost. We've literally gotten a ring as well. At this point, we've pulled out the entirety of a Sonic level.
Can we get the speed sneakers or a monitor?
Maybe in the other ponds. But I believe we just maxed out.
I'll let you borrow.
I believe we just maxed out all of the... We got everything in this one.
Empathetic Avatar says, don't worry, Aurora, this is a magic pond. He's stealing fish from their homes across the multiverse.
From the metaverse?
No. Oh no. Don't let any more billionaires near this pond. McBurnham Blaster says it's the lake from the Simpsons movie.
Yes!
Somebody get a bug zapper.
Somebody call 911.
Alright. I wonder what the stats are. Cache completion, complete. Number of casts, 33.
Nice.
I'm gonna go ahead.
These are so cute.
The Cocos are just adorable.
Little
I'm sorry,
babies.
I'm still hurt that the fact that as soon as I just decided to go into the stream, I just witnessed two things like, oh yay, we're finally back together again, and they just die.
Yep.
But it hurts.
It's like if you watch The Land Before Time and instead of getting to the Great Valley, like the dinosaurs all die like right outside of it or something.
Great value Land Before Time.
It would be sad, or like you're like, oh my god, the kids made it to the Great Valley, and like then the asteroid hits or something. It would be like that kind of sadness, like what the hell?
I mean, honestly, when seeing that, it reminded me of Rogue One at the end of it. If you haven't seen Rogue
Yes.
One, I'm sorry.
I haven't seen Road Warrior. That's like one of my dad's favorite movies.
Honestly,
mean if I
like,
haven't
that
seen
reminds
Rogue
me
One?
of that. You haven't seen it?
I have! I was just saying, that's like one of my dad's favorite movies. Of course I've
I'm
seen it.
Sorry.
No, you good, you good.
Casey confuses herself for 5 minutes straight.
Alright,
It's no use.
I think the last thing we should do here today is attack this thing.
Yeah, what the hell is that? That
Oh,
keeps going
no.
around.
That's
Squid Game!
Squid Game!
I
thought
think
it was,
Squid Game real!
I thought it was this, I think it's called The Seeker from, what is it? Give me a second. What is that game called?
I just knew that I knew you guys were gonna get excited about this thing. This is one of the titans that you can fight.
Real thing, and it looked really cool. Why was his name Squid?
It reminds-
Really?
I think it's called The Seeker from, oh, what is the name of that game? It's like you're on an alien planet and it's full of water. Subnautica.
Mm.
It reminds me of The Seeker from Subnautica. I think it's called The Seeker.
McBurnham Blaster says it's Squid Baron.
Squid? No, it's a squid carrier from Sonic Heroes.
Okay, I didn't get to deal a whole lot of damage there.
Honestly, this is a really neat idea for a boss because it kind of reminds
I really
me.
like this.
It reminds me of that one level in Sonic Colors, the one where you're like in space and the bridge like manifests like with you as you're running.
Yeah, you gotta catch up with it, bonk it, and then try to smack it up.
Oh, that dynamic
smile's
camera
back.
is beautiful.
Yeah.
They did such a good game. Good job with this game.
They got good. I can't believe, like, this is so fluid. I can't believe there's no day one patch. Like, I'm just blown away with how functional this is.
I'm gonna give that another go, because I feel like ending on that Titan is cool and all, but I didn't get to show off the squid.
Good game.
Good game.
Sonic, what happened to you?
Squid game!
Good games.
Squid Game, Tails! Even though it sounded nothing like Tails.
McBurnham Blaster says Sonic is taking it to the Squid Games.
Sonic, what's going on? Squid game!
Uncle Ben, what happened? Sonic Frontiers.
Sonic Frontiers.
Sonic Forces!
Doctor, what happened?
Squid Games!
It's the Squid Game, Shadow!
It's no use, it's Squid Game.
Doctor, what happened after you pissed on the mood? Squid Games!
Yeah.
McBurnham Blaster said they did the day one patch before release.
They put the whole game on the disc? What a travesty! How will I ever play my God of Wars without my day one patches? We can't possibly finish a AAA release without
causing our employees massive crunch and agony.
Oh my gosh. I'm sure there was a little bit of crunch with this game, but not like...
It doesn't look like there was crunch.
It looks like they had a good time making.
Yeah. McBurnham Blaster, I'm not sure why I'm here, but I think it has something to do with Squid Game. Morbius!
This reminds me of special stages from Sonic 2 with, like, you know, the ring being in the middle, left or right.
This is just such a cool boss. I, like, really enjoy this. If you're running up its tail thing to, like, kick its ass, like, that's so cool.
Yeah, kick it right in the ass.
Please,
on its ass.
Please don't curse, guys.
Sorry.
Sometimes I forget that's like a base level swear.
It's a very base level swear, but I also would prefer if the younger viewers could enjoy this.
Oh, so that's why YouTube took away your like.
Because Squid Game.
Because Squid Game, yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to all the likes, Tails? Squid Games.
Yeah, because I saw this when you were playing. I saw this thing flying around. I'm like, what is that in the background? It's like making a pack.
A thing you can fight.
That's so good.
But it's really hard, so...
Oh, the skating on that platform is...
Yeah, no, it's so pretty.
Amazing. I'm losing my mind. IGN screwed up with this game. They need to do a retest.
IGN only gave this thing an 8. It's other news. There were 3 news websites that gave it like a 2.
This is just so...
Ow.
Such a good Sonic game. How?
Couldn't tell you. Listen, sometimes I feel like Sonic Team could put out whatever, and sometimes the media will just always hate it because they've decided that Sonic was never good. They've got that old IGN idea.
I mean, this was the game we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
And it completely, like, blew it out of the water, because everyone was like, oh, because Sonic Boom is bad, and, you know, Rise of Lyric, and all that.
I beat it up.
They could never make a good Sonic game.
That guy was a lot harder than he was in my test run. So
because you're on hard mode.
Yeah, well, that's where I think that's where the difficulty lies, is with the bosses.
It's raining rings.
Oh boy.
Hallelujah.
Wait, is that just a thing you can do?
Yeah.
That's kind of broken.
You'd think, but if you're hit at any point, that trail behind you goes away. So you better have enough room to scurry back behind anything, because it might seem broken, but, you know, if an enemy gets caught in between that, instead of giving you rings, it's a bunch of air slashes at the enemies. So make sure enemies don't get in the path of that, make sure they don't hit you, and if they hit you midway through and your rings haven't, you know, gravitated towards you, you can still die.
Let's play Tron, but with Sonic the Hedgehog. Good idea, development team.
Alright. So first impressions of this game so far for me are good. This is the Sonic Adventure 3 I've been waiting for.
We've all been waiting for. Oh, I never noticed that before. Sonic literally dives down along with the curve while boosting. That is really cool. Because normally in any other engine, Sonic would literally just like sort of fly off instead of going with the curve.
Mm-hmm.
That's genius.
Dang.
Oh, look at all the friends!
Babies. Little babies.
Not sure why I'm here, but I think it's got something to do with Squid Games.
Alright, so this is where I am going to leave it off for now. We have 100% of the map completed here. We've done all the story bits. There's something over here that we haven't seen yet, but I'm sure we'll get to it.
Scary.
And while we haven't gotten all the hearts or anything, I can do that on my own time and see what happens on my test file. Make sure it's not a cutscene. If it is a cutscene, then we'll do it. But join us tomorrow as we continue off to Ares Island. So,
Yeah.
Artie, would you like to do the ending screen for us?
Sure. Well, thank you for joining us on day 1 of Sonic Frontiers, folks. We hope you had a wonderful time and enjoyed it, and we'll come back because there's going to be more. When this video is done rendering, there's going to be some recommended videos to the left and right of Gavin. If you enjoyed any of this at any point, please leave a like and feel free to subscribe, because as we said, this is going to keep on running, keep on rolling. In the description below, there's a link for Gavin's PayPal if you want to donate. There's also links to the Twitter, the Discord server, and the Telegram art channel if you want to follow along and keep up with what Gavin's up to.
All that and more all over the place, and I have been your humble host, Gavin the Kitty. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody.